What you got up to last time?
See, I don't like the insinuation, to be fair, of not remembering stuff as if I don't pay attention.
I know you pay attention.
So I'm going to say I think it's just lazy.
It is really.
I want to do a recap.
Yeah.
I mean, I end up doing a recap anyway.
So then there's no point in me going over it because it's just both repeating stuff.
I just like to see how much of this painstaking hour upon hour of prep that I do actually gets remembered.
Yeah, but we didn't do it last week,
I
actually can't remember.
I'll just hand draw a little map grid and go, there you go, there's a baddie there.
Do you know what we did?
You win the end.
We kicked the ass out of some bad guy and we saved some innocent people. That's what we did.
I remember what we did.
Standard. Go ahead.
We're getting quite spooky music now.
I saved some people.
I was going to take him down as well.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
go on.
Right, she's playing with Spotify now.
I'm not used to Paul coming through my
TV.
We attacked the second bandit camp.
You did. Train wreck.
We went in all invisible, stealthy like, and then Akta ballsed it all up by sneezing or something. And then, yeah, you did, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I creaked a door. Is what I did.
You did creak a door.
I creaked a door.
I think
you did.
Out there, you know.
I don't, totally. Did he find me?
No. He didn't.
The other guy did.
No, the other guy did. Yeah.
Talking about that guy. We're not talking about that guy.
You're the Warforged that spotted you as well. The conductor.
Okay, can we just move on?
Yeah.
Carry on.
And then we killed everyone. And then there was a big Warforged thing. And he was looking over some notes, and he was trying to do something with the elemental.
Yes, with the binding.
Binding, yes. He was trying to do something with that.
Yes.
I saved the engineer and let him live because I'm empathetic now. So I did
show a lot of concern.
I did everything I could do, and also
not with the dead guys that you found. No one seemed to care. Some people have actually died as well.
No. I cast your mind back. I empathetically destroyed their mind before setting them on fire.
You did. You left some very pretty corpses for their families. You did.
Yes. So I attacked the mind to turn them into blubbering wrecks.
Can we just go back even further and say they started it?
Well, they did.
I think they did in theory.
Well, we were going to leave. And then they fired at us, so they started it.
Absolutely.
Yes, the first one, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, you made your way to the main kind of bandit camp at that train terminus that you found. Had a little scout around, found that there was one big Warforged who seemed to be in charge, who had a big military officer's coat on. The Akta noticed that had all of the insignia removed and all that kind of stuff. You fought your way through after Gareth ignited one of the platforms, so everyone started running over to try and put that out. You started fighting all the bandits and dispatching them. Gareth using his new little twirly blade sword spell, that came in quite clutch near the end.
Oh, it did, yeah, when it was surrounded, yeah.
So that was a decent spell choice. When you got in, like you say, you found the conductor. You managed to keep him safe after the Warforged started threatening him. You dispatched the two scout ones. You ganged up on the big main one who had the big Robocop gun that he kept pulling out of his leg. Gareth ended up glowing pink for a while.
Oh, yes, I did, yeah.
When his wild magic went off. But yeah, you did. You sorted all the bandit camp out, managed to piece together the fact that they had nicked the elemental binding stone, got it back to this camp, and whatever that main Warforged was trying to do with it, cracked it, and the elemental kind of exploded out of it, killed a load of the bandits, which were those bodies that you found dragged off to the side.
Yes.
And then done a runner, essentially. The elemental had gone wherever it had gone. You found looking through his notes, all the kind of strange scribblings and stuff, talking about how he was trying to work out the magic of the elemental binding and things like that, but that the stone was fairly useless. But you determined with the conductor that you needed to get that back, so that at least they had a way of getting the train moving again by getting that repaired. So you put it onto the cart with Patra and whatnot, and headed off back. If you remember, you found a little docent, which was the little you can enhance Warforged with it. If you remember, that was damaged beyond repair, but you've taken that because you know someone might actually want it. So you've kept hold of that as well. You got back to Vathrond and determined that the passengers had all got back as well because they were complaining about the situation that they'd found themselves in, to the House Orion representative. She paid you. You got your train upgrade tickets as well now. Gareth, you found from talking to Tux that he had a little chain shirt for you. Made with the little diamond button kind of things of those different gems, the 2 different gems that you'd given him to work with. So if you have a look in your journal now, the little book in the middle of the screen, hopefully down at the bottom you should have the 4 elemental stat blocks. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. So if you click that book, you see those 4 elemental stat blocks at the bottom left?
Yep.
So Gareth, when you decide you want to, release the elemental, basically, each day you're going to have to decide which elemental you want to have bound, and that's what Tux will channel from his plane basically into the shirt. So you have to decide before you're going to get to the point of releasing it, which elemental you want to have that day, and that's what you'll have bound in the shirt for a day.
Look at you adding shit.
Yeah. So
I'm guessing they're mostly similar.
Yeah, they have different abilities and attacks and things, different resistances, immunities, all that kind of stuff. So if you get the idea that, I don't know, I might be fighting things today that can poison me, you might pick Air Elemental because he's immune to being poisoned. That kind of thing. So as long as you pick it before, you get off into the daily adventure kind of thing, that's the one that you'll have bound in the shirt. And then the following day, you can pick a different elemental or keep the same one, that kind of thing. And then an hour to keep it for a day, and then it dissipates.
And then in that day, I can turn into this thing.
Yeah, you can use 1 charge to either do Misty Step, and you get 2 uses of that essentially before the shirt needs to recharge. Or you can blow both the charges on releasing whatever elemental you've picked for that day. You become that elemental for either an hour or until its hit points hit 0, at which point you just revert back to how you were before you release the elemental.
So it's either 2 Misty Steps or 1
Yes.
Fire, 1 elemental.
So you can get to the point where you think you might want to use elemental, but crap, I need a quick getaway.
Yeah.
Fire a Misty Step off, and then just remember that you've used a charge, so you can do another Misty Step, but then that's it for the day.
Okay.
But you've got the option now.
Coolio. So that reduces my armor class by 1 also, didn't it? Because
it did, because it was a shirt rather than the armor that you were wearing.
So I think it's handy if we have a reminder of when days change, because I think
I'll absolutely this is the following day now.
It's always been the thing before when we've had things that reset daily, that a lot of the time, when we go a long rest or something like that,
might not be overnight,
we forget
that might not be overnight,
and it
either.
Might not be a day, 24 hours might not have gone, or whatever hours at Ridge it is, but that might not be a day, and you tend to forget those things. Because I had one where you could change, you had to pick something every day, and we just decided, you know what, you can retro it.
It was your barbarian thing, wasn't it?
It was like which feat that you want. I'm like, because I keep forgetting, because it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be whatever.
I will keep my little chronometer thing ticking on, so I can see when I can get a little warning when it's the next day kind of thing, next morning, new dawn, all that sort of stuff. So that's your shirt now that you've got. So if you remember, you are back in Shan. You checked on Jack. You found out that he was slowly recuperating.
He's doing good.
You said your goodbyes to everyone. You left means of communicating, what you were heading to Shan, so they knew where you'd be going if anyone wanted to get in touch, all that kind of stuff. When you got back, you went to a few of the temples in Shan, and you finally found one that was willing to have a crack at getting rid of lycanthropy.
Oh, yes.
You paid the 150.
I did.
He did his best to cast the spell. The effects were
But we
cast
don't
upon
know.
you, but he doesn't know whether it removed the curse or not, because he couldn't tell you if you were cursed or not either.
Yeah, because
we just assumed that you were cursed, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out next full moon, won't we?
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point.
And I rip everyone's head off and kill everybody.
Yeah.
We will find out.
And what we will do is, if you remember that you went back to the Adventurers Guild, the Deathgate Guild, to have a chat with that, and you were intercepted by a courier from House Orion, who came with a letter addressed to Gareth Gummerbed and Akta the Tiefling. You opened it up, and the letter you could see was unsigned, and it just said, "You came recommended as people who can handle delicate tasks. I need your help. Please meet me at the Gilded Swan Tavern this noon. Take the north corner table. The compensation will be worth your time." And that's where we left it. So, so it is, first thing in the morning kind of thing. What do you want to do? You've got a few hours before you need to head over, so you can do whatever you want. You are currently
First of all,
have we handed over the cracked Dawson?
No, you've still got that. So it's up to you if you want to do something with it, or see if you can find someone who wants to do something with it.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's just a bit presumptuous of the fact that they think it's going to be worth our time. Like, do they know how much we charge?
You never know if you ask. Yeah, you never know if you don't ask. Like you say, they could be imagining an amount which you don't think is worth your time.
Exactly. I'm thinking 20,000 at least would be worth. But if it's saving someone, then I think we have to.
I can tell it now.
We have to save the lesser people.
So what would you like to do? You've got the morning to do whatever you like. As you can see on the map, you're at the Deathgate Adventurers Guild Hall. So what would you like to do?
Well, I've got this cracked Dawson thing. Who do we need to give that to?
You don't know. You know it's used by Warforged to kind of augment their abilities, or it can store things, or it can be used, for casting single-use spells, that kind of thing. It's used to augment things. You know that in Faerun, a similar kind of device exists. Obviously, Warforged kind of thing, but you know the purpose of this thing. It's used to augment other stuff.
It needs repairing.
Yeah, it's cracked. As far as you're aware, it is damaged beyond repair. From your abilities, at least.
Okay.
So would it be an arcane blacksmith?
Some kind of artificer that'd have to.
Okay. So can we ask if there's a decent artificer around?
Yeah, absolutely. You're in the Adventurers Guild already, so you know that you can put the feelers out. It's still early morning. There's none of the tradespeople have turned up, to kind of frequent the guild hall at the minute. But you can definitely put the feelers out and see if anyone's interested in either, buying one off you or having a go at repairing it, kind of thing. You can go for a walk and see if there's any artificers around, or you can just wait to see if anything comes back to the Adventurers Guild.
Is there anything that you wanted specifically?
No, just to find out what this person was wanting to discuss.
Okay.
I'm keen on saving people.
All of a sudden.
I am going to open, however, my little voice of Twang box. I knew that'd get you.
Yeah, please do. So you crack open your little red box.
Good morning, Chang.
And he appears, a little puff of arcane magic, and you hear, "He who has never made a mistake has never made discovery."
Very
And
true.
then he's gone again.
Very, very true. Which is setting me in good stead for fixing this Dawson box thing. I think.
Anyone? Or just the one today?
No, just the one today. I'll let you know. Don't you worry.
I'll just minimise it.
I completely forgot that I had it until I just looked at it in the notes. So,
Really good. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to head anywhere? Do you want to do anything, or do you just want to wait it out? Have some breakfast and then go.
Should we have a wander? Well, we'll have breakfast and then have a wander, maybe.
Yeah, see if anything happens. You never know.
Okay. So yeah, you know that your food and things are included in your dues, so you can head down to the head up to the mess hall, get yourself something to eat. You can see there's a few people kind of milling around. It's always busy. People are always coming and going. A couple of orcs in there. There's a couple of dwarves. You can see that the magically carriage plates are heading out on mage hand and things like that, and getting taken away and cleaned out, so that all the servers aren't ringing out all the time. Yeah, managed to have a decent breakfast. Not really a lot going on. You hear a couple of the orcs talking about some issues going off over in the edge of the moorlands, which is where you've just come from. But other than that, it seems to be a fairly uneventful morning. People are just kind of milling about, their own business going on. You want to head out?
Yeah.
I will pick Air Elemental as my thing for today.
Air Elemental today. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So you send a little message through Chuck's box, and he will channel through an Air Elemental to the shirt, which, like I say, the following dawn, it will dissipate and get sent back to his plane, and then you have to pick a different one.
Okay.
All the same one to do. So, as you are heading around, do you want to stay in this region? Because you are currently in the middle layer, over in the Adventurer's Quarter. Is there any way you would like to wander?
How much of a trek is it to go up to the upper layer?
Yeah, you can just catch the arcane lifts, or you can, walk up there. If you remember, when you arrived and you were having an explore, you ended up on some of the upper layers where the first guy was murdered on that bridge, because you were up near all of the posh apartments and things.
Yeah.
Over in like Silvergate and the 12 Pillars and the fancy areas around there. So you can head up to the upper layers if you want to look at the more expensive stuff.
Yeah, let's have a wander.
Yeah.
Isn't there maybe a chance that somebody may be able to fix that thing up in those levels?
Absolutely. If you know that there's been more demanding people up there as well. Not
and maybe
many,
someone there that might be able to check if Akta is.
Yeah, but in this upper layer, they always take 10%, not the 5%.
Fuck that, man.
Okay. So if you want to head up into the Copper Arch, which is the next kind of layer up, while the let's not say more well-educated, let's just say maybe a bit more learned people. They might have had, more money thrown at their education kind of thing, or they might have had a higher caliber of, teacher, or, they were an apprentice to a master rather than just a normal artisan kind of thing. So as you have a wander around, you can see there's a couple of stalls starting to get opened up. You can see it's kind of mid-morning now. And there is a fella just opening up his stall. As you walk past, there's a little gnome fella, and you can see that he has several different crates and boxes that all seem to, when he pops them open, Gareth, you notice there's little arcane bursts of kind of magic that comes out of each of the box. And as you walk along, you can see that he has a sign above it called Baxter's Provisions. And he starts beckoning you guys over, saying, "Does anybody need anything for their daily adventure? Come to Baxter. I obtained for you right now. Fast, super quick."
So I'll walk over and go, all right, big man. What you got?
And what you need, my friend, I have many different items. We find for you things that you need today. And you see he reaches into one of the boxes. Roll me a D8.
3.
And roll me a D4.
I'm using one set of dice today because my other ones are packed away.
He pulls out a polished monocle on a golden chain. He goes, this is very expensive item. This monocle of mistrust is very, very useful.
What does this thing do?
This will make when you wear monocle, you can see inside people. Start you know they whether they are good, whether they are bad people. It gives you advantage on insight checks against people you've known for less than 24 hours.
Wow. Can I try before I buy?
Absolutely, you can try. So I will need small deposit.
Actor, give him something.
What's the small deposit?
10 gold. 10 gold pieces. Just so you
10
don't,
gold?
Just so you don't. You could run away. He doesn't know you people.
He would if he used the monocle.
That's what I'm going to use.
I don't know what you're going to do.
Number. Go on, 10 gold. Here you go.
He immediately, pockets the gold piece.
Because I know he's going to try it.
And he passes the monocle over.
And then I cast Misty Step and disappear. No, I'm only joking. So I then put
the invisible Warforged next to Actor.
So then I wear it and I want to test.
So roll an insight check, which you now have advantage on.
I just want to check out how truthful this guy is. 1. What the fuck?
Wow.
2 1s?
Really? I just spent 10 gold pieces on a 1.
That's the deposit. You get it back if you don't buy it.
Oh, that's a point.
How much is it?
This, my friend, is 250 gold piece.
I need to swap out my dice because that was ridiculous.
You always have the option to haggle.
Yeah.
Or at least try that. No.
Would you accept? Oh, wrong bag. Would you accept 200 gold pieces?
I'm not a sword for
Can
you.
you give me a persuasion roll, please?
Not with that dice, I can't.
with a different
When you
dice.
rolled the 1, Paul, were you rolling with advantage?
Yeah, roll 2 ones.
I rolled 2 1s.
It gives you advantage, but I didn't tell you is that it curses all of your dice.
That's a 12.
Oh, that is classic.
There's a 20. Oh, there we go, 19.
He looks you up and down, and you see he kind of reaches into his little money pouch, and you see him jangle some coins that he's already kind of got in there. And as he looks back to Actor, he kind of looks up and down. He says, "For you, sir, I think maybe I can lower price. You look like an honest guy. I think we could come to a deal on this. Perhaps you may want other item too."
Yeah, what you got?
Roll me a d4.
I've got a dice tray full of dice now. 3.
And roll me a d8.
8. I like that one.
You see he reaches into a different box, and he pulls out a small pair of kind of flexible goggles, kind of a rubber kind of material, snap them around your head. And he says, "These are goggles for when you underwater. They make you swim very good. Yes, you make it much faster at swim. They give you an additional 10 feet of swimming speed, and perception checks while underwater have advantage."
Ooh.
How much are they?
These are only 125 gold pieces.
We have yet to be underwater, but all right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of places where you can jump in the water, and then stop you from doing that. You stick your head in a fountain, you know.
What else you got?
And water breathing.
Roll me a d4. That doesn't have a 3 on it. Oh, roll again.
3. What the fuck is going on?
Roll a different d4.
Roll 3.
4. 4.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
And roll me a d8.
It doesn't have a 9 on it.
What did you get on the D8? Hello?
Oh. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Sorry.
I thought we'd lost you.
No, I lost my D8. 7.
No.
Roll
We're
two
like, oh
D4s.
crap, we lost him
Roll
again.
2 D4s and half it.
Yeah.
7.
7. It reaches into a different box, and you see like a silver, like a little puff of almost like dust come out. And you see he pulls out a silver pendant in the shape of a small heart cradled by wings around it. And he says, "Oh, this very, very good. This pendant. This is called Healer Reward. I think you like this very, very much. This is very good in dangerous situation. When you use any kind of healing spell or potion or anything like that, this will at minimum heal you of half your hit points. If you are dying, it will cause you to come back on 0 hit points, basically, but it's consumed when you use it. You can also use it to regain a first level spell slot, but again, it's consumed when you use it.
All right, so it's only a one use.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like one use items. Not very good value for money. Right, I'm all right with just the monocle. Actor,
How about a very large lady friend? Would she like to look for item 2? I think this will seal deal for a price you want, I think.
I mean, I've got a way I can seal this deal, mate. Yeah, go on then. What have you got?
Roll me a D4.
A D4.
anything but a 3 or a 4.
2.
There you go.
And if you would care to roll me a D8.
4.
You see, he reaches into a different box, and there's a large. It almost smells like sherbet, a little puff of arcane magic that comes out of this one. But he looks at you while he's reaching into the box, and he says, "I see you have the skill of the alchemist about you. I see this." And as he reaches into the box, he pulls out a small vial filled with an orange fizzy potion. It's like quite a thick vial that he's got. He says, "This is very good. This portion of make, what's the word? Make small. The shrink portion of this shrink. This make you very small. If you drink this, your size is reduced by 1 category for an hour. You go down to a small creature."
Mm-hmm. No. I don't think I'm going to need that.
You may never know. You may need to squeeze through smaller space. You're quite large lady.
Okay.
Cheeky bastard.
The second time you've said this, and I'm about to. He needs to work on his customer service.
Large but perfectly formed lady.
Turn around to Gareth and like, he's called me fat twice.
He has, yeah.
Called me fat twice. No,
You are full of figure lady, yes?
Yes, but I mean, there's a right. So, is this going to give him? What is this for? Is this going to give him?
He wants you to buy something else to give Gareth a discount.
But how much of a discount?
50. We said 2.
Yeah,
no, but will I not have to pay for this?
For this one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, "I see you're not interested in this. This fine. This is not for everyone." They reach back into the box. Let's see what next we got.
Okay.
Roll me another D8.
1. Which hopefully will be the only one that I roll today.
I've rolled 2.
You see he pulls out a swirling pink and gold potion in a small kind of spherical bottle.
Okay.
He says, "Oh, you absolutely not need this. This is for people. This is like for people like him. This is for people who are not charming. This is a fool's charm. Fool's charm. This is, but you never know. You may need to give this to him. If you drink this potion, you become irresistibly charming for an hour. You gain +10 to any persuasion checks.
Oh,
but for
hell
the
yes.
following day, you have a -10 to all wisdom checks.
Oh, come on.
Excuse me, I'm at 20 +5 charisma. I've already got a +9 persuasion.
Wisdom. That's medicine.
But you get +10 to persuasion checks for a day.
Yeah.
For an hour,
how much? And then it's -10 for a day.
To the wisdom.
Wisdom.
For a whole day.
Whole day. Not for the day that you drink it. The next day.
Yeah, I got that. But it's a day.
Yeah. Is that when you go, right, well, we're going to take a day off from adventuring?
Yeah. We're going to sleep for the whole day.
Same bed. Which usually happens, to be fair, so it'll be all right. How much?
This 103 gold piece.
Okay, so with that and the thing Gareth wants to buy, what?
Do both for 300.
Oh.
And then drink the potion. And then do both for 300.
And then he goes, here is the antidote for the poison.
Actually, Gareth, are you looking at... How do I know this potion is what you say it is? I don't know. But then again, I buy health potions and don't ask. So
I mean, Gareth used the insight monocle and he thinks this guy's on the up and up.
Yeah,
so.
but he rolled a double one.
You don't
so...
know that. You don't know that. How do you know?
I can see him rolling the dice going, yeah, it seems all right. Yeah, but Gareth is an idiot, so...
More importantly, you've no idea if that monocle does what he says either.
That is very, very true. I use the monocle.
Yeah. You will do it for 300 gold. You'll do them both.
All right, go on. I'll give you 100 gold. And then you compare the 200.
I mean, 290 if he keeps the 10 that you already given him.
But that's a good point, actually. I've already paid 10, so...
I know schemer. I take the money I say.
Absolutely. So I will give you 90. That's minus that, and then Gareth will give you 200.
I'll give you 200.
Okay.
Pleasure to business with lovely lady and esteemed bald man.
Now go sell a woman into slavery and her son. And he can enter a pod race and become a Jedi.
Ah, Nubian!
We've met you. We've met someone like you before, I'm sure we have.
Little actor?
Sure we
Is
have.
that you?
Every time we come into a market, there seems to be someone we all
I
voice
only have so
going
many
on.
voices I can do, okay? I'm not professional actor.
I don't know if you're using that character as a little transfer. Is that racist by any chance?
Probably. Who
Probably.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah, okay.
It'll appear.
You didn't mark him as Jewish, it's alright.
No, that's true. I haven't even described him as.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you can see there's several more different stalls and things starting to open up. You can see there's some more of the more professional shops starting to open up now. There's a couple of
Professional. The fleecers are now.
well, yeah, they need to start up early to catch some people and spend the money yet. So
Also, I've got my little potion.
you can have a little wander around, and you will come across a couple of different artifices, which you can pop into if they're interested in the docents. Would you like to give me an investigation roll?
Yes, I would.
What does that monocle do for me? Gives me advantage on insight.
Yes.
That's
Only
cool.
to people that you haven't known for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Investigation, did you say, sir?
Okay.
That would be a 22. I investigate the crap
Holy
out of this
crap.
thing. I am Poirot in this situation.
You find the guy who made the dust. No.
I suddenly know. I find some instructions on how to repair a dozen. Is a dozen not a person?
There's several different meanings to
Oh,
it,
okay.
but in the
That's why I always thought a dozen was. I thought a dozen
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
person.
is it to do with money or something? I can't remember. But yeah, there's
Oh,
several different meanings of it. Well, in D&D at least, it's a specific
Okay.
item called a docent, a warforged docent.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'll absolutely be able to find a quite a small little shop. It looks like there's lots of little trinkets and things. You almost kind of walk past it, and just as you walk in, you can see that there's a small kind of bespectacled halfling, and she's sat working away on something. You can see she's got like a little tool belt on. There's an array of different little arcane tools and things out in front of her, working on lots of different items. And as you kind of walk through the shop, she kind of looks up to the top of her goggles and kind of squints a bit and takes them off. And she goes, "Oh, hello, dear. Can you come in and close the door and get a bit of a draft come through here?"
Hello. Hello.
Hello. You looking for anything in particular?
Actually, I was hoping that you could help me.
Possibly. And she takes her goggles off and puts them on.
See, now I'm seeing that other woman in Star Wars, the little. Oh, she got like the goggles on the goggles on the goggles.
The little tiny woman.
Yeah. That's what I'm imagining. Or the woman that ends up looking after Baby Yoda in Mandalorian, the really funny one. Anyway, yes, and I show her this Dawson. And I show her and say, "Is there any way that you can repair this?"
She immediately puts a glove on and then takes it off.
Okay. And I go, "Oh, should I be wearing
it?" Potentially, yeah. It depends what magics are still on it. And she looks at it and she kind of like hefts it in hand a couple of times and goes, "Oh no, this thing's dead." And drops it on the table, takes the glove off. And you see her pick up a couple of kind of sets of tweezers, a little set of pliers, and starts working the Dawson round. And she says, "Are you selling this? What to do with it?"
Is it repairable?
And she pops her goggles back down, and she like stares intently at this thing. You can see she kind of tries to open the cracked part, but without yanking it open. And she looks inside, and she goes, "I mean, it's going to need some new parts here, which I'm going to have to send off for. But I mean, maybe. What do you want it to do with it?"
I've no idea because I don't really know what it does. Well, I do know. I know what it does, but I don't, how much would you want to buy it?
Like I say, it will need some work. Are you going to be 50 gold for it?
Would it store a soul in it?
A soul? Oh, I don't know if it's really designed for something along that. It's not like you can get these spells that'll store things in crystals and stuff. This is more for little single use augmentations and things like that. This isn't really for holding anything particularly valuable or of any power or anything really.
That's it. Do we actually want this thing?
I put my monocle on.
Yeah.
And check if she's lying.
Do you double one it again?
5, 4. 5. 5.
5.
It's the shield all over again.
Swear to God. Try the monocle.
But as you put the monocle on, she kind of looks at you with a slightly different light.
She probably made it, didn't she?
She's like, I see you may be a little distrusting. I completely understand that. You caught a fair cop. It's probably worth a little more than that, but it is broken, and I'll have to pay to actually get this into a state where another Warforged can actually use it. And if you leave it with me, I could see if I could fix it up for you for a small fee.
So small are we talking?
I've not worked on one of these myself. It'd be a nice distraction from fixing trinkets and making little knickknacks and
stuff. So this is where I want to know. Do we actually want to keep this thing?
Are we actually talking to the right person here? She sounds dumb as fuck.
No, but do we actually want to keep it? Just between you and me, do we want to keep this thing?
Is it any use?
No, that's what I'm wondering. Should we just sell it to her for whatever and just get rid of it?
What does it actually do? I can't remember what it actually does.
So it can be used to augment Warforged, basically. They're embedded into the chests of Warforged. They're generally only found in the ruins of Zendrick, which is a different continent. The ability to craft them has been lost to time. Basically, you can't make new ones of these.
Okay.
They're incredibly old and valuable relics. They usually have tiny little dragon shards studded in them. But you can see this thing, it's fairly smooth, it's fitted. There may be some little fragments of dragon shard left in there, but barely any value left to them. If you do me a history check, Acta, if you were in the library, you may have read about these when you had a look at the history stuff of Eberron.
11.
I'll say with an 11. All you really know about docents is that they are potentially thousands to tens of thousands of years old. They weren't created just for the Warforged. Some of them were made before the Warforged, were even a thing. A lot of them were around in the, like I say, on the continent of Zendrick, where the giants lived, basically before they all started to disappear. But with 11, can't really get much else.
No, is this actually worth us keeping?
We're gonna say yes. We need to keep it.
Okay, all right, fine.
It's very old.
You can cast spells from it, such as detect magic, haste, all that kind of stuff. It can hold not super powerful spells, but it can hold augmentations for Warforged. But generally, it's only really Warforged that can use them.
So if we end up finding a Warforged, then we can use it. Not against him, but
you could use it as like negotiation. You know, I've got this amazing Warforged relic.
I'm still confused as to really.
I mean, imagine you went to. I'm trying to think of an example. Like if you went to Scotland, and I don't know, in your family you had an incredibly old, like Scottish relic or something like that, which to you isn't really worth anything.
Isn't worth anything, but to them.
Yeah, if you suddenly met someone who was like, oh, you know. My God, I've had something like that in my family for years and we lost it, all that kind of thing.
But we will need to get it repaired then. So, how much will it cost you, do you think, to repair this?
Well, like I say, I'll do it on my own time. Like I say, it'd be a nice little project for me. I mean, throw me 30 gold for the pieces that I might need to actually put this thing together. Give me a week or so and I'll see what I can do for you.
Do you know what? All right, I will give you this.
We don't even know if she can actually do it, do we?
She might leg off with it anyway, to be fair.
But this is a permanent shop. You can see that this is an establishment that...
I'll just tell her, look, if you run off with it, I will hunt you down. I will find you.
But you already trust her.
She pulls her goggles down.
And says, you are full of shit. Please roll 20.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, that's all. I always tell the truth.
Okay.
I will rip her throat out if she crosses me.
Back up and she says, I would never run away with something. And she kind of gestures down behind the counter and you see she holds the leg out and she's got a prosthetic leg.
Oh, I love her now.
Showing me weaknesses. Great.
But, I appreciate the candor.
It's not candor.
I mean, to be fair, it's a prosthetic leg. She could tack on a rocket boost to that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This is D&D, for God's sake.
That's fine. I'm just making a point. Don't nick it. Don't cross us.
We've been before. So in that case, madam, yes, could you try and repair it for us and see what you can do, and I will leave it in your capable hands.
No, absolutely.
And here's 30 gold.
You see, she kind of reaches out, takes some wine, puts the dose, and she opens a drawer, and you see there's loads of different trinkets and things in there. She like carefully places it in there and closes the drawer again. She's like, so give me a week or so, and I'll see what I can do with it.
Can I have a receipt, please?
Absolutely. She reaches down into a different drawer.
I never asked for a receipt.
And you see her get out a little stamp set. And you see she picks up the little stamp, hits it into some ink basically, hits a big piece of paper, hands it over to you, and you can see it's got the maker's mark of the shop on there and everything.
Lovely job. What else does she have in here then? I'm guessing she just sells trinkets and things.
Yeah, there's lots of different kind of little artificial trinkets and things like that. A lot of it looks quite touristy kind of stuff. She's in the posh bit. She knows people come up here looking for expensive things. Okay. If you do me a quick investigation roll.
Investigation. Dirty 20. So 20.
Dirty 20. Sorry. You can see that there are a few different like pocket watches. You can see there's a few little what look like music boxes and things like that, which have like prestidigitation kind of effects and all that kind of stuff. The only things that really catch your eye is essentially like a telescope kind of thing, but you can use it to give you advantage on ranged attack rolls, but once per day. You can see that there is a pair of reading glasses, which are kind of tortoise shell effect to them, which can be used to cast the spell comprehend languages one today. And the rest of it seems quite mundane, touristy stuff.
How much is the telescope?
The telescope has got a price on there of 175 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I was trying to.
Madam.
Hello.
Single use.
So 175 seems a little steep.
That's a fair comment. But why the interest, if you don't mind me asking?
Because I always miss with my range attack. Always. I have yet to hit anything with the one thing that I have as range.
She reaches over. She says, could you pass me? That's been on the shelf for quite a while. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, I will give you words of wisdom. I will offer a discount plus words of wisdom.
Oh, words of wisdom. I mean, I'll always take a bit of advice. She has a look at it. You see, she immediately kind of unscrews it and pops it open. And she reaches into a drawer, and you see her bring out several different lenses. And she tries to place one upside down, gets another one. And then one kind of slots perfectly into place, and she picks it back up, screws all that together, and she passes it back over. And she goes, there you go. I said, I'll tell you what, for just you're giving me this dozen to work on, and you're giving me the cash to buy the bits and bobs to have a go with it.
It's a nice experience as well, by the way, the dozen.
I've not worked on one of these. I've heard of them and I've seen them, but I've never actually managed to get my hands on them. Give me 100 gold, and I'll let you have this. I've bobbed another relens in there as well.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I really like you.
You'll be able to use it twice a day.
Twice a day, and I get 75 gold off. Nice. Yes, please. I will take it. Here's 100 gold.
Yeah.
And as promised, and I open my little box of Chang. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. My name's Akta, and this is Gareth.
Oh, pleasure to meet you both. And as you pop it open, you see Chang appears, and he's a little bit of pause, and he goes, "Learn from mistake of others. You will not live long enough to make all of them yourself."
And then I close the little box.
That's some sound advice there. I'll sit around and people make plenty enough mistakes. I'll get to watch a fair few just sitting and watching. That's a fair bit of good advice there.
There you go.
So you've got a nice little telescopic lens kind of thing there as well. So it's getting sort of towards 11, half 11ish now. Got to hit anything else before you have to move over to the.
No, I'm all right. Telescope of what?
It's called the zoom lens.
Zoom lens.
So.
See, if there was advantage on melee, it'd be worth it twice a day.
Yes,
but range attack I don't usually use, so I might actually use it. I've got a couple of range things, but I always miss, every single time.
So, you start heading
So
over.
let's go to the bronze duck or whatever it's called.
The gilded swan.
I wrote down golden swan, so I'm still wrong.
Okay. So,
are you all right to go straight to the inn?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So you start making your way over. If you ask around for any directions or anything, you know that the Gilded Swan is kind of at a cross section between the Mithril Tower district and the Sky's Edge Park. So there's lots of nice kind of residential, wealthy residential areas right next to where there's lots of kind of artificial parks. You can see that there's some very well maintained actual grass areas where you can see a couple of groundskeepers, that kind of druidy effects going off to keep everything well maintained there. As you start moving along towards the Gilded Pond Tavern, it's in the middle section of the central plateau. It's part of a bigger tower, so you can see that this tavern, as you're walking up to it, takes up 2 stories. The bridge that leads you across to the tavern entrance from one of the city squares is decorated with adverts and signs for the place as you're heading towards it. It seems a little kind of tourist trappy. Big double doors as you're approaching it. You can see a slightly open already. You can already see inside a bustling dining hall, all kinds of people inside. There's a group of, well, do you head in? I'm just walking straight in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go straight in, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. You push the big double doors open. You can see, as soon as you walk through, no one kind of turns around to, wow, no, you're not Aragorn.
Carry on.
You see a group of soldiers playing cards. There's people in suits discussing business over in the corner. You can see sipping like what looks and smells like quite expensive whiskies and things like that. Hitting sort of just before noon, when you know you've got to meet this person. You can see in the corner there's a bard sitting there tuning an instrument, getting ready for playing while people are eating the lunch and things. You can see that there's a halfling woman, looks to be kind of in a late 30s, in an elegant green outfit. And she immediately kind of approaches you as you walk through the doors and introduces herself as Jane de Galander, which Galander is one of the hospitality dragon-marked houses. As she introduces herself, she says that she has been instructed to lead the gentleman and the tiefling to the north corner table.
That is fine.
She leads you in that direction. As you walk over towards the table, you can see there's already a pitcher of water and a pitcher of ale on the table. Can you both give me perception checks, please?
Cool. That'll have to be my normal perception.
13 plus 3, 16.
Right.
16. Gareth, as you go to sit down, in the corner of the room at the opposite side of the table, because it's a corner table, you almost think you hear a shuffle. But it's in the corner of the room, there's nothing there. Can you sit down?
Where are we at the moment then? So
you're in the north corner of the tavern. It's a corner table with like one seat in the corner and your two seats where you're going to be sitting opposite that basically. And just as you went to go and sit down, Gareth thought he heard like a shuffle in that corner, but there's nothing there.
So
there's this woman sat down also, is there?
No, there's no one there. That chair's empty. She's led you to the table and then she's walked
Okay.
What's the matter, Gareth? You look like you're a bit...
No, I just felt like someone walked over my grave.
Oh, okay.
I got this twingy feeling. Yeah. It's my spider sense.
Actor starts waving a hand around where the chair is.
Yeah.
Because if we said that before, and then there's something... I look under the table. I look under the coaster.
It's a very clean establishment.
Okay. I look above.
Very clean rafters.
Above, very clean rafters. Too clean.
Too clean.
No one cleans the bloody rafters. Nobody cleans the rafters. This whole place is a hologram.
Major image. You're in a prison.
Yeah.
It's all fake. Oh no, we're back in the mirror. Corridor, no.
A little doll runs out now.
Yeah. No!
So do you sit down?
Yes, I do.
So as you sit down, you can hear some more conversations going off behind you. Servers actually moving around, getting through, taking things away. As it kind of gets closer to noon, from the corner that Gareth heard a small shuffle, you suddenly see a woman step forward who wasn't there before.
I nail it. What drink am I drinking?
Either water or ale.
I'm taking the water.
As she steps forward,
I've just taken a drink and then I do a spit take.
Luckily, she's far enough away that you don't get water all over. As she steps forward, a tall elven woman,
she's too attractive.
White hair, with a tight black costume. She pulls down a blue hood as she steps forward. You can see that she's wearing a 5-headed Hydra pin. Can you give me a history check? Or just straight intelligence. I mean, she's elven, so.
She's too pretty. What are we doing, sorry?
Either history or just straight intelligence, if you remember it.
Both of us or just one of us?
17. You are?
Is it both of us doing that or just one of us?
No, just Akta.
Okay.
17.
17, you know that the Hydra pendant is an House Phelan, which is an elf dragon-marked house known throughout Corvair. So they're primarily based in Greenland, where you are now, and kind of a bit of Thrain. You know that they're kind of entertainment house, so bard, actors, acrobats, that kind of thing.
Okay, so she's a proper one, huh?
But you know that there is a rumour that it is actually the House of Spies.
Oh. Yeah, well, because there's sort of proper one.
There's never any evidence.
Which is why she's in the
steps out of the shadows and lowers a hood. She suddenly appears to you guys. She introduces herself as Lady Miranda Crashal. You can see she holds herself quite haughtily, but as she steps forward, she goes to pull the chair out. And she says, "May I?"
Gareth, pull the chair out. Gareth,
you sneaky bitch. Yeah, sneak it up on us.
No, it's not sneaky enough. You knew she was there.
Yeah, but I didn't see her, did I?
No, she was invisible, man.
Yeah, I'll kick the chair out and say, "There you go. Park your ass down."
You see, it's dead easy that when you're invisible, all of a sudden you kick something and you suddenly get.
Very true. That is very true.
As you kick the chair out, a hand, like unnaturally fast, catches the chair before it slides very far.
Wow.
And she looks pointedly at Gareth and says, "My thanks," and then sits down. So I'm not going to put the elfie voice on because I can't really hold it that high. She needs help with a delicate matter. Her lover, Gustav Kessler, was kidnapped by Lord Deron Iraid, and she needs a rescue party. There is
a job for us.
There is a Silvertide ball tomorrow at his mansion just outside the city. She's managed to procure invitations so that you can visit the ball and do some scouting of the mansion.
I get to go to a ball.
She promises a reward of 500 gold when everything is done. She's also willing to give you each 100 gold in advance for preparations.
Yeah, I'm going to need expenses.
If you don't have formal attire, she will give you a contact of her tailor so you can go and get dressed appropriately.
Exactly.
And she pointedly looks at Akta when she says that. And she will meet you for pickup in an abandoned warehouse in the lower end of the Cliffside district if you manage to extract them.
It will be 500 plus expenses.
So 500 gold,
yes.
And then 100 gold each in advance.
Extra?
Yes, for buying clothes and things, yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah?
Okay.
Pretty girls. Always bitches. Always bitches.
So this is a
so recon, and then basically decide how you're going to, if he's even there, infiltrate the mansion and extricate her lover, Gustav Kessler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to the ball to get him out, aren't we?
You need to recon first, because if you just turn up with the invitations and then start fighting people, that would not go down well. You don't even know if he's there.
Oh, she told us, is that?
She thinks that he is at the mansion. She doesn't know where else he could be.
But she can't get in there.
Yeah, it's her woman.
He's having his way with someone else. That's what it is.
100%. Okay, he's married.
Yeah.
His wife's ball.
She did say her lover, not her husband.
She did. Yeah.
But you don't know the situation.
Okay, we'll find
So,
out.
Silvertide Ball tomorrow at Lord Deron Iraid's mansion.
What's his name? Gustav what? Holtz?
The woman's name, Gustav Kessler.
Kessler.
What's the dude called who's at the ball it is?
Lord Deron, and it's IR apostrophe RAID.
Yeah.
IR and apostrophe RAID.
Iriad.
Do we know anything about this Lord Deron?
No.
That'll be the first thing to ask.
I need to go get my outfit.
Does she know anything about Lord Deron?
She can give you information on him. The Silvertide Ball is a big holiday among the followers of the Church of the Silver Flame. She has used some of her mercenaries that have managed to find out information that she thinks indicates that Gustav is basically at his mansion. That was the last kind of known location of him. No one's seen him, leave or anything unless there's some magic way of getting him out. She will provide, like I said, it means to get evening attire, a carriage if you don't have one. She wants you to scout the place while there's a peaceful setting going on before you infiltrate to get him out if you can.
No, that makes sense.
So the idea is when all the guests have left, you can then return.
Yeah.
Get into the mansion using whatever information you get at the ball. Get Gustav, get out, and meet her at the safe house that she's going to give you in one of the industrial neighborhoods.
So essentially, get in, kill everyone, come out.
The idea is not to kill anyone. Hopefully.
So what you said, essentially.
Yeah. Get in, kill everyone, come out. Fine, I got it. I read between the lines.
Let me see if I can give you anything. Empathetically.
Empathetically read between the lines. So, psychically shock everyone. Turn them into blubbering wrecks.
Fireball the entire place.
Fireball them all to cleanse it.
The house is clean. Right, so
we're going to do a pretty woman bit where we try and load of clothes and montage.
Absolutely, big mistake.
Gareth,
big mistake.
Can you put your monocle on at any point while you're interacting with Miranda?
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Yeah, let's put that monocle on to try and make me.
Wearing it.
Maybe just left it on. Yeah.
Does he? Is it just any uses?
You've got to know for less than 24 hours.
Okay.
Where you can
just keep it on, mate.
Yeah, I'll keep it on. Just make it. We'll just say that every time I do an insight.
That's all it does.
So yeah, I want to. What? Say that again.
So as you pop the monocle back on.
He said, as far as Gareth knows, that's all it does.
That's fine.
He's stealing your soul.
As you pop the monocle back on, you can give me a roll.
Yep.
Joke's on the monocle. He hasn't got a soul.
He's popped the glass out of the monocle.
Is 10.
Is it
16 minus 1. 15.
Is he really well with his other eye now?
I'll just put it over the eye.
15.
So, 16 did you say?
15.
15.
Not bad.
That's not too bad. So you can immediately tell she's quite a smart woman. She appears quite cold, and you can tell that she's kind of just with the demeanor and the way that she talks to you isn't disrespectful, but you can see she's speaking to you as though she's a superior class to you both.
She's a bitch that gets shit done.
She isn't talking down to you.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
she's a bitch that gets shit done.
She just she expects a certain level of
I get it.
But at no point does she forget her manners. She's incredibly polite. She doesn't.
It's just like looking in a mirror. I understand. Yeah. I get what she's selling. I'm exactly the same way. So, right, show me to the shop where I can buy my suit.
Hang on. You wanted to know if you could find anything else out about the Lord Deron who raid.
Oh, yeah, the geezer.
So all that she can give you, as he comes from a noble family. They started as smugglers more than 200 years ago. But during one of the conflicts, they took the right side, supplying it with weapons and munition, so they were granted a noble title. But almost no one remembers the details of the process, and the family trying not to talk about the ascension to power in that regard. He seems to have had a pretty honest life. Apparently he's quite a skilled warrior in his youth, but he managed to avoid much of the war due to Shan's distance from the front lines. But apparently he did fight valiantly during the assault on the city. He has an only son, who apparently hasn't been seen since the morning at the end of the war. You know, when the Mournland was hit by that cataclysm, it was a different part of the continent that just got wiped out by some weird cataclysm. It's all that weird bogged off area. No one's seen his son since then.
Ooh.
Which apparently pushed the once non-religious Lord Deron into the embrace of the Church of the Silver Flame.
Okay. Okay. So the Silver Flame have kidnapped his son to get a lord on their side.
So, Miranda, could you please tell me something about Gustav?
What would you like to know?
I would like to know everything about him. How long have you been seeing each other? What was his favourite colour?
She describes him as a young, handsome man, deep blue eyes, a strong jaw, curly brown hair. And while he is charming, he isn't particularly bright.
Okay. I asked you how long you were seeing each other, and you give me all that. Okay, I'm just going to go.
He is the gaffer at one of the burlesque theatres owned by House Phelan, which is how he met him.
Okay.
He's an actor.
And how long have you been seeing each other?
Oh my God.
It's a good question. I should have read that before. About 6 months.
And how serious would you say this relationship is?
I mean, she's paying people to try and get him out.
That is very true. Why is that?
Because she's in love with him. Would you not do anything to rescue your love?
Yeah, no, I killed the last one. Okay. And why? So why would the? Okay, obvious question. Why do you think Lord Deron has him? Why would he be kidnapped in the first place? She's having to think about this quite a lot of time. This is this is reading up.
She passed some encrypted documents to Kessler, basically to do a handoff because she didn't trust anyone in her employ to get these important documents to where she needed them to go. And he was intercepted by some of Lord Deron's men. And she believes that they are working against her.
Miranda, I'm going to ask you a question that may be a little sensitive, but you will surely, as a very intelligent woman that I can tell that you are, understand why I have to ask this question. How do you know he's not simply working for Lord Deron and has just taken the papers to him?
She had extensively looked into his life and his background before she entered into a relationship with him.
You are my kind of woman, sweetheart. You did a full background check.
Yep.
I love it. It was going to be a one-night stand, and then you went, you know what? Full background check.
If this is going to kick off,
that's fine.
I need to make sure I can trust this guy.
Okay. You do understand why I have to ask, obviously.
No, absolutely. If you get there and her faith has been misplaced, and
we can kill him.
But she would need evidence of this because she is in love with this guy.
So his severed head would not be enough of evidence to prove that he was. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, honestly.
So I say to her.
Yes, we are.
So if it actually does turn out that he's a lying fucker and he was lying about everything, do you want to buy a monocle?
Yeah, it's not working for him.
1,000 gold and he can have it.
Do you know what? You're going to throw a shield in there as well, isn't it? Do you know what? She rolls natural 20s with both of them. Right. Okay. So I can't think of any other questions.
No. So what we've got so far is Gustav got captured by holding some documents.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have known that she had the documents and gave them to him?
Yeah, she was. Well, basically, she asked him to courier some incredibly sensitive encrypted documents that she needed transporting somewhere.
Yeah.
He was intercepted with them, and she hasn't seen him since.
So another possibly sensitive question, Miranda. Could it be that somebody on the inside of your house could have let it slip that he had these documents?
Was it only her that knew that she gave him the documents?
Yeah, exactly. She made sure that she was the only one who knew where these documents were, and she personally handed them to him and told him where to go with them. No one else outside of her and him knew.
So it's her.
I'm misunderstanding. I'm not understanding how anyone knew that he had these papers.
Because she's lying.
Okay.
I'll take her head.
Okay, do you know what? We'll go to the ball because I've always wanted to go to a ball. We'll have a look around and we'll get, like you say, we'll do recon.
She give me a persuasion roll.
If nothing else, we'll have a good time.
I'll do persuasion.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that to the one.
10 plus 9, 19.
I rolled a 10 as well, but I ain't got a plus 9.
I'll say with a 19, she opens up a tiny bit more. The only extra bit of information you get is that on the day of the kidnapping, he was on his way to work as kind of normal after he'd left his own place. She'd asked him to make a stop at House Orion's courier services with the package that she gave him to send it for her, as he had done many times before, and that was the last time that she saw him.
I think he's there's something with him. I don't think he's what he's meant to be.
We'll leave. We'll tell her, right, fine, we'll go to the ball. Because either way, I get to buy a pretty dress and go to a ball.
So do I, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So we at least get 100 gold, even if naught comes of it. That's fine. So if she can tell us where to go to get the dress and the outfit,
Yep.
and she's going to advise that place, then we can discuss what we think might have happened, because I'm with you on this. I find it all very suspicious.
So she'll produce from inside her robe a small card, which says on it, Devandi's Palace of Silk.
Okay.
And on the back, it will give you the location of Nishan of where to go. And she says that if you don't have your own, obviously you can make use of her tailor. He's a master craftsman, a gnome called Chad Pute.
Okay. And the 100 gold will cover.
It will be enough to get you a nice set of clothing for the ball.
Just like I say, this is expensive. Unless there's a tiara, of course. All bets are off. Anyone who can craft a tiara for a tiefling with 2 horns that's craftsmanship. Okay, let's go dress shopping. Pretty tiefling walking down the street. Pretty tiefling.
Doing. I'll let me see if I can. What was that AI song thing?
Oh, dear. Right. So, I think you go to the place that she's given you.
The land is damn right.
So you head over to the 7th Tower district, which has all the finest shops in Sharn, near to the university, if you remember that Morgrave University we first went to right on the beginning adventure in Sharn.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the towers of the university in the distance as you approach it. And as you get in there, you can see quite a overly ornamented shop kind of door, big sign outside that has illusion magic cast on it. There's got a little animated sign of like a needle and thread going into like a, what would you call it?
Pincushion.
Yeah, that kind of.
Shut up. Pincushion.
It's got tailored stuff on it.
Oh, bless you.
And as you push the door open, you heard a little and you walk through the door, and you can see that there is a quite old and grumpy looking gnome. kind of hops down off of her chair and immediately starts beckoning you over. And this is Lady Miranda has instructed that you would attend soon. Same guy voice. No, we'll do it everyone. And he kind of beckons you over. And he says, Lady Miranda has advised that you would be attending. If you could please hurry, I'm a busy fellow. Wouldn't mind.
Okay. Sorry. Apologies. Okay.
He'll start sizing up. He'll immediately start measuring you up for dresses and suits and whatnot.
Do you do it by eye or by tape measure? Okay. You said that's impressive because by eye.
I mean, we'll size you up, but he will take your measurements. Never said he needed them. He just looks at Gareth and goes, yep.
Do you need to measure Gareth's inside leg 4 times?
Both sides, definitely. So he will be able to immediately get something for you for the evening, which you can tailor to fit. Would you also like glamour weave adding, which you can do for an additional 10 gold?
How much would that be in total, please?
No, 110 gold.
I knew it. I knew it'd be something freaking extra. I knew I would have to start adding freaking extra. You should have gone to the woman in the market who will not glamour weave. I'm about to, but she will put asbestos in it or something and poison everybody. That would be just, what is glamour weave?
Glamour weave is a fabric with illusory magic woven into it that is used to make clothing. Yeah. While worn, the illusions can produce a variety of different effects, from subtle shifting colours or patterns to moving images. The more expensive ones can produce more elaborate effects, such as the illusion of having projecting off of the cloth to surround the wearer.
So it's like Hunger Games, essentially.
Yes, exactly that kind of thing, where they fancy dress, all that kind of crap.
Which is really cool. No, thank you.
That's absolutely your decision, but you do want to make a good impression of it.
We do, but I also don't want attention to be drawn to me if I'm trying to I Spy things at the ball now, do I?
Maybe not, but it would also give you more of an advantage from the monetary aspect.
Fine, I'll have it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, whatever, I'll have it.
Spend this goal. You've got way too much.
I have got loads, actually. That's fine. Yeah, do you know what? I'm thinking about it again. I will have glamour weave on it, please.
What effect would you like on your dress?
What effect can we choose from at this short-term notice?
I mean, any kind of illusion magic. So what would you like the dress to do?
I need to have a think about that.
Yeah, Gareth, would you like any glamour weave?
Yeah, of course. Glamour blade, duh.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you like your suit to do?
I would like it to change colour in a swirly pattern.
Very nice.
Starting from the top all the way down to the bottom.
Like a whirlwind kind of.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I know what I would like mine. As I will be wearing a dress with a train on the skirt. And then as I walk past, it leaves rose petals.
Oh, so you get the illusion of petals
behind
it. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And can I just add one more thing? So it's swirling round, and then when I want it to, I put my hands in the air like firing guns, and then both the light then shoots through my arms, and then I can cast prestidigitation. Yeah, do it that way. Yeah,
absolutely. So 110 gold from each of you will.
How much?
Well, the 100 that she's given you, and then 10 gold for the glamour weave.
Okay.
It's not bad for 10 gold, to be fair.
That's okay.
It's essentially
we are getting to go to a
1,100 quid.
Yeah.
Open bar ball. There's no way you're charging the ball.
I'll make it up at the free buffet.
Exactly.
Start nicking the cutlery.
I'm going to eat 50 gold's worth of food at the blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's what you get there, and it's like tiny little Ponzi all at once. Like, I can't eat a billion of these. So.
Yeah, but they all cost 50 gold a piece anyway, so it's Ponzi food.
So you already arranged with Miranda that she would send the coach around for you. wherever you basically want to pick it up, and then it will take you out to Lord Deron's mansion.
And the illusionary thing with the carriage that I've already requested is that instead of the pumpkin turning into a horse, oh no, it was mice turning into horse. I want the horses to turn into mice. No, I don't. It's fine.
50,000 mice pulling this carriage.
Just knackered.
So you've essentially got a bit of the afternoon while he makes the alterations to your outfits. Was there anything you want to do before you get picked up and go to the mansion in the evening?
Not really.
Is there anything else we need to do, is there?
No, totally fine.
I need to figure out how to hide my weapons in the dress, though. What am I going to take? The staff. Do you know what? I'm going to take my staff, but I am going to. It'll be a full set, and I'm going to take it as kind of a walking stick. Can I do that?
You can take half of it.
How big is it?
Staff, no?
Yeah, it is a 6-foot staff.
And you're a bit over 6 foot tall, but that's not a walking stick. That's
but I could take it as a staff because it looks pretty when it's all thinged. It doesn't look like a weapon. I'm taking my staff, so I will. I will spend the time polishing the staff.
You're gonna rub your shaft for the rest of the afternoon. I nearly
said that, and I didn't mean to say that. I'm gonna polish the stick.
You're gonna clean your stick.
Yeah.
So later on in the afternoon,
tie some ribbons to it or something.
Where are you waiting?
Huh?
Where are you waiting? Did you go back to Adventurers Guild or tavern, or what did you do?
Where should we get picked up? Does it matter where we get picked up?
I don't know. Is it?
Changed it, so you just need to decide where you want to be. Outside of town is my mission.
We might as well wait at the Adventurers Guild then, because we'll need to get showered and bathed and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, you can spend the afternoon polishing your shaft and
I'm going around getting bathed and.
I mean, you can bathe yourself.
Perfume.
Oh, you're going to be all prettified.
All prettified. And she's going to hang out with some of the girlies at the Adventures Guild and get all pretty. Which is going to take like all day.
Learn how to act like a lady.
The etiquette, the etiquette. So she's going to learn a little bit of etiquette.
Which you won't find at the Adventurers Guild.
No, I'll find someone that can bullshit their way through it. There'll be spies and stuff at the Adventurers Guild.
So,
and I'll just get some Lynx Africa and spray it under my pits and my balls.
That's all about me. A bit of a shave. Lynx Africa, job done.
Lynx Africa.
I don't need a shave.
Yeah, no, you don't. No. Bits and bits. Can you give me a charisma roll, love?
Me?
Yeah.
$17.
17. So yeah, from asking around at the Adventurers Guild, you managed to find quite a burly-looking kind of half-orc woman that you get chatting with, and she describes to you how she had to essentially infiltrate quite a expensive kind of boarding school, and the only way that she could manage to do it was to, simply pretend to be one of the catering staff.
Yeah.
But she picked up a lot from watching the women at this boarding school.
I say it's interactive, yeah, exactly.
How they interacted with people that, they deem not on their social ladder.
Because Akta's very much been by herself, I think. So she's been a bit more social now, but she's never been to a formal event.
Fancy.
So this is kind of her first.
This is Firefly now, where Kaylee goes to the fancy ball.
Absolutely, but she's got a nicer dress though.
Nicer dress in that one.
Yeah.
And you're not going to talk about how fancy the food is.
No.
All that kind of stuff. She tells you, what faux pas to kind of avoid, all that kind of stuff. So you won't walk in and immediately trip over your dress, stupid like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's good. So, afternoon, it's approaching time. The clothing gets hand-delivered by a small, very well-dressed goblin who delivers 2 cases. As you kind of take them
and
up
is
to
this
your room.
where he's got my measurements and I've got his?
Yeah.
So he has to wear my
dress is like a deep blue. As you open the boxes, they both magically expand to the size of the clothing.
Oh, nice. See, this is why you paid extra.
Exactly. Smells nice. You get like a rose water smell coming out, all that kind of stuff. Gareth obviously sandalwood because that's all blokes ever get.
Horrible.
What do you get? Everyone
No, it's horrible as sandalwood.
So yeah, get yourself dressed up. You know what time that the carriage is coming. As it arrives, two incredibly well looked after, large, almost like Shire horses, way too, over the top for just pulling a carriage. But you can see this is all about just appearances now. There's nothing to do with practicality. The carriage itself, not ridiculously, but quite well ornamented. Lots of brass effects, all that kind of stuff. Dorman stood, waiting to take you and all that kind of stuff. Ryan?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you get into the carriage, start heading off, very plush seats, like more comfortable than you're expecting kind of thing. You sink into it. They're very well cushioned. Gareth, you get the impression that this carriage has got some kind of levitation magic enchanted upon it as well. The suspension's way too smooth for the kind of wooden carriage that you're in, all that kind of stuff. There's been a lot of money just spent on the appearance of you getting there from the look of it.
And I look around and then give a little smirk and just go, nice. Like a nod of agreement. And
there's only us two in the carriage, isn't there? Obviously, it's ours.
Yeah, so I'm just doing it to myself. I'm just looking around going, oh, very nice. Very nice.
That wasn't the point. My point is when we stop at the thing, you're to get out first and then you are to put a hand out to help me down.
Okay. I got my mage hand.
Yeah, it's bullshit, and I'll get out. I'll backflip out of this thing. Let's just pretend.
You're gonna get out a mage hand.
That's what I was gonna do, but I ain't got mage hand anymore. I got rid of mage hand.
You've got to. I'm gonna tell him. Remember to do that.
Shocking grasp.
What are you doing with Patcher?
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh bollocks.
Yeah, they can't come on the carriage with them.
They're staying in the room.
They'll leave them back at adventures. You know that there's accommodations for them.
Yeah. They accept pets and stuff, so they're back in the room. If we need his healing powers, we're all screwed because they're back at the.
Well, you know that this is a recon. This part is.
We're not expecting anything. But
I'm not saying you're not going to mess up.
I'm not
saying you're going to mess up. I'm just saying.
We can bring him later.
Recon.
Yeah.
So if you ask the driver, it's going to take about an hour to get there. It's a fair way out of Sharn, and he can go particularly fast because it's a very expensive carriage. So
not practical at all.
After about an hour, if you look out the window, you'll see a massive 2-story mansion standing in some private territory, surrounded by 12 feet spiked fences. The building looks quite old but pretty well kept. And through the fence, you can see an orchard visible with mighty trees, beautiful like topiary, bushes, all that kind of stuff. A sight that is very rarely seen so far in pretty much all of Corvair. So I'm just going to move you across.
Ooh,
very posh.
I mean, totally used to this.
White.
As you arrive, and the doorman steps down and opens the carriage door. Yep.
And then I get out of the carriage, fall, stumble out of the carriage and fall over. And then stand back up and then hand my hand out.
Okay, and I hand out, and then I've been practicing in the room because there's certain ways that you get out of cars and stuff, like carriages, and I've been practicing the entire time. So it's like which leg goes first, all this kind of stuff.
Oh, beautiful! And
I get out. I'm just like, to make a bit of an impression.
What I will do then, for the time being, is can you give me a performance roll?
Okie dokie.
We won't keep doing them because that'll just get annoying,
yeah.
But we'll see. We'll take an average over the course of the night to see how well you pull it off.
Both of us?
Yeah, I mean, you're not used to this kind of scenario either.
8.
Okay. 20!
Oh, 8. I've got 6 plus 2. 20!
20!
So what was yours before?
8.
Okay, so 28.
Start. Good start.
Because I like the thing of actually, if one of us cocks up and trips up, the other one's so flashy that no one's looking at you anyway.
Yeah. So as you step down and start heading towards the house, you can see
it. Wearing heels, that's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. Then there's the train thing behind you, all that kind of stuff, and the dress is very like tight around your waist, all that kind of stuff.
You start like glamour weave.
There's a steward who meets you near the gate. He welcomes you both and inquires how you would like to be announced.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say how you want to pay. I was like, excuse me, what? Oh, that's a point. We're not pretending to be anyone that we're not, are we?
No. Besides the fact, no one knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you? Everyone gets the newsletter.
Yeah, and the last thing that had you guys in was the airship crashing. Now carry on.
That's what I mean. Akta the tiefling.
Okay. Not lady or madam or duchess or whatever you'd like, really. The invitations have been enchanted to have whatever title and description you want.
Do you know what? No, because if I start saying lady or baroness or something like that, I'll cock it up with I shouldn't be saying something so I'll just say I can say madam, though, can't I?
Yeah.
Madam.
Give you whatever
It sounds like you're on a brothel, but I will say Madam Akta.
No, that would be the madam.
Yeah.
Discounts available.
Yeah, Madam Akta.
Okay. Gareth?
I am His Royal Highness.
Of course you are. Of course he is. You dickhead.
Gareth of the Glamour Blade.
Gareth of Glamour Blade.
So what was actors?
Madam Akta.
Okay. And it was His Royal what?
His Royal Highness, HRH.
Oh dear. Right.
You know when I said low key?
Yeah.
This is as low key as I get.
The steward takes out a small sending stone, and you hear him speak these titles and give your descriptions, and you hear a confirmation come back through the sending stone, and gestures to walk towards the main entrance.
And I just look at him and go, I have to walk?
It is merely a short walk, sir, but I'm afraid carriages are not allowed within the grounds.
Fine.
I could send for a...
Fine, it's fine. No problem.
Exhausted from the short steps down from the carriage.
I really don't want to...
Normally does, to be fair.
I really don't want to bother you.
And he gestures for the carriage to carry on, and you see it trot off towards just outside the gated territory. You can see in the distance there's some other carriages all kind of harnessed up over in that direction, and you can see that there's actually both of them for perception checks. As I always forget to just give you information. Roll, did you see it?
Ooh, 16.
18.
Oh, nice. Very.
82.
We're on job now.
Like these dice.
Actor, you clock a couple of guards over near where all the carriages are being harnessed up. Gareth, you can see that both of the guards are incredibly attentive. They are on it.
So he thinks maybe we may be scuppered.
So, as you approach the mansion, you can see the large main kind of double doors. As you approach them, are immediately kind of parted for you, kind of almost silently. These doors slide open, and there is another steward stood waiting. He puts his hand out for Actor.
I know, but she
okay.
immediately kind of looks and thinks, oh, God, I've got a tip. Oh, my hand.
Oh, dear.
Gets out a coin purse.
Yeah, just all of the. Oh, sorry, no, yes, yes, thank you.
And he almost without even touching, it's like barely, even grazes your hands, like the gentlest of leads you across the threshold into the house. And as he does so, he clears his throat slightly and says, "The Madame Akta and His Royal Highness Gareth, the Glamour Blade."
You can say madam. Don't run abroad.
As you step into the vestibule, you can see that the inner doors are already open. You can hear music coming out. You can see there's people already in there. There is another steward off to the left as you both cross the threshold, who immediately steps out from behind a desk, stands in front of you. Gareth, can you give me an Arcana check?
14 plus 4, 18.
You have both stepped into an anti-magic zone.
Oh, bollocks.
As he steps forward, he puts his hands out and he says, "Any weapons to declare, sir and madam?" And he pointedly looks at your staff.
No.
And he says, "All will be returned when you leave the mansion."
I'll hand over my staff.
He reaches a gloved hand out and he very carefully takes
Please be careful with it.
Very
Please be careful
carefully
with it. It's an
takes-
heirloom.
Of course, madam. And he reaches up to Gareth. Did you
It's the
bring?
only reason I brought it. It's an heirloom.
Did Gareth bring any weapons with him?
Yes, but can I say they are, what do they call it?
Not like ornament.
Sacrament. Yeah, like
Ceremonial.
ceremonial. That's it.
Okay.
I say yes. I have my ceremonial swords on me. They will not be leaving me. Thank you very much.
They are beautiful pieces, sir, but I'm afraid there are no weapons allowed within the mansion itself. You would have to remain outside for the remainder of the evening.
Obviously, doesn't know who I am. Fine.
I do apologise, sir. They are the house rules, unfortunately.
We completely understand. And then I whisper to Gareth, "It's all right. We can easily slap a bitch."
Sorry, I've got my shield. So
Yeah. Oh well.
He will take the shield off you as well.
bastard. That's defensive, though. That's not.
Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's not worth it, mate.
Hits himself with it. Oh, dear. Tries to throw it to the guy, misses completely. Oh dear. So yeah, he will take all of the weapons, including the shield, and you see he goes to put them as behind the desk. You see
I'm looking.
He presses against the wall, and the whole kind of wall slides open. There's a hidden door. You can see like an extra planar space that as he kind of passes them towards, you see two very large arms come through, and then like an ogre's face kind of starts to come through before he coughs, and you see the head slip backwards, and then the hands take all of the items, and then the door slides close again. He leans under the desk and he passes you a small chit. He says, if you could hand these back over, your items will be returned.
Thank you very much.
So just a quick question. Does my AC drop to 15 now?
For the time being, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Shield.
Yeah.
As you step forward, another steward steps from basically behind a pillar just inside the inner doors. And he holds that hand and he says, "Invitations, if you please."
Oh, of course. Gareth. And I kind of... and then I a little elbow to Gareth because you're supposed to be doing all this.
Yeah, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't handle things. Can you take it? Yeah. And I just open my pocket and go. I don't hand people things. Things get handed to me.
Absolutely safe. If I could be so bold as to reach inside your pocket.
Of course, that's the only thing in there.
And he reaches forward. Again, barely kind of perceptible pressure as he takes the invitation out, and you see.
Wait until it needs a toilet, mate. It's going to be fun and games then.
Oh my god! I mean, you don't know what kind of establishment this is anyway.
It doesn't normally himself, so I'm just saying.
This is where he just sits there and goes, "Why?"
Yeah.
As he takes the invitations out, he reads each one. Doesn't look back, he closes them and just gestures into the open entrance way.
I give a little.
So the ball, how we're going to run it is the ball starts at 7 p.m. On the invitation, on the back basically, it was like a play-by-play. It will end with fireworks at 10 p.m. which will be leave up for the fireworks. What you're going to be able to do is there are several different events and things going off all at the same time. It's all happening in the house at the same time, kind of thing. You can decide what interactions you want to have, but they will take up a chunk of the time.
Okay.
Because you won't be able to hit everything because there's only 2 of you. And if you want to split up, you can do that, but obviously it will be harder because one of you won't be able to cover for the other one if you cock anything up.
Okay.
So all the rooms that are open during the ball are situated on the ground floor. There are guards, which you've already clocked. They stand to the entrances to the actual mansion itself. Any of the outer doors, you can see there are guards stationed around there as well. And you can see that there are guards stationed at any of the staircases, stopping anyone going upstairs.
Okay.
So what you can do, you've got 3 hours. There is the Great Hall, which you will be directed to first. So as you head into the Great Hall kind of thing, you can see several long dining tables situated in a large, brightly lit hall, the centre adorned with a red carpet. At the far end of the room is a U-shaped table where the host, his wife, and you can see a heavy-set dwarven man seated. You can see waiters bustling around between all of the different tables as well, serving dishes that seem to represent the cuisine of the entire continent from the looks of it. The air is filled with the rich scent of various different roasted meat, while the more refined noses might detect fruity aromas of the wines, carefully placed in multiple decanters across each of the tables. You're directed towards a table with your 2 name placards on.
Now, I know you said when we enter this thing, it's a anti-magic thing or something, wasn't it? Did you say?
You rolled high enough to know that once you stepped into the house proper, the anti-magic zone was just in the entrance vestibule where they took the weapons off you.
Okay. Good.
Essentially, if they say, give me your weapons, and someone wants to try anything, none of them will be magical.
Okay.
Plus, while they're storing it, no stored magic effects or anything like that will be able to kick off.
Okay. No problem. Just so I wasn't completely useless at this point because...
No, it was just in the entrance bit.
Okay.
Because if anyone wants to try anything, they're at a massive disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you head to your table?
Yeah. Was there on the back of the invitation that said what events were going to be here?
It was basically just what's going to be happening. So there's going to be... let's have a look.
How do we know what the events are?
I know.
I just didn't know if it was on the back of the invitation or...
Essentially, it's going to be it's a ball, so there's going to be a ballroom, obviously. There is going to be things going up in the library. There is going to be like a croupier and things like that.
That's fine. If you're going to mention it, that's fine. I wasn't sure if...
It was more the whole, you've got 3 hours.
Yeah.
Fire up to the end.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to do everything. So, when you sit down, you see Lord Deron standing up at the far end of the U-shaped table, and he addresses the room as he ding, 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 to give a toast. He says, "Dear friends, I'm happy to see you on this beautiful silver tide. Despite our differences, we are all a community."
It is welcome to Mortal Kombat.
Fight! He says, "Let's work together towards Brillen's future and ensuring the last war remains the last indeed." He raises his glass and he goes, "Cheers!"
Yeah,
give it the whole, very one hand clap, all that kind of thing.
Very good. See, I know what he's talking about.
So I will give you a quick look at the fella who stands up. That is Lord Deron arrayed.
Very fancy.
Indeed, madam. You can see owner of the house, organizer of the ball, tall, quite slim, brown-haired fella, human, obviously, short hair, kind of fawning eyes. He doesn't look, particularly super strong and steely-willed about him. Dressed in a quite expensive-looking tailcoat. You can see also at the table was the dwarven fella. Which I'll do a quick look at. Muscular, starting to kind of bald, a bit dwarf. Quite a heavy gaze as he looks around the room. You can see a scar, quite a big one, over his right eye. He's dressed in an immaculate military uniform. Thank you. And his wife, Malay. I'm trying to minimize them. Quite a young-looking noble woman, dark-skinned, auburn hair, and a flowy, alluring sequin dress.
Mm. Okay.
Who's this woman?
That's his missus.
The dwarf missus.
No, the
head guys.
Lord. So she would be Lady someone.
Here we are. Don't go up.
So, what would you like to do? You kind of sit down, you have your meal, several different courses are brought out, nothing super filling, lots of little courses.
Just like there's like 12 courses, and it's
that
all
kind of
tiny
thing. Yeah. Everyone gives the oohs and ahs,
the
all the
nouvelle
different
cuisine,
incredibly. They look incredibly expensive. They taste amazing, way too rich for your palates, more than likely. It's, very powerful flavour on some of the dishes, sort of thing. Gets some nice sorbets and things like that to
so
your palates.
Who are we sitting with at the table? Who's also at the table with us?
Let's have a look, actually.
Are we all on individual tables?
There's lots of little
There's
tables
lots of
around.
little tables. So who's on our table?
So, chatting around on your table is Sir Cedric Morn and Lady Vivienne Erdelis. So Cedric is a knight, quite a stern and upright human. Describes how he's a veteran of the last war. He's got quite a vicious scar from kind of up to the top of his head. It kind of comes down and passes across his nose. It doesn't marry it so much as just it's a really well-defined scar. It's quite neatly tidied up. And Lady Vivienne Erdelis, noble woman, quite a vivacious woman in a bright yellow dress. Got quite contagious energy about her. She's quite excited. If you have a chat with them about the other people at the ball, there is Lord Barnabas Ertremont, who is a nobleman of a tongued, jovial man with booming laughter. She'll describe to you how he has a known book of fine wines. There's Elara Volarum, a young half-elf with sharp features and a quick wit. Rugar Stonefist, a gruff gnome. He seems to have a bit of a no-nonsense attitude. He doesn't seem to be like making small talk or anything like that. We have Lord Victor Ilhanden, a delicate, soft-spoken poet. You can see that immediately anyone that kind of speaks to him, it gets like a little. Everyone starts listening. A little crowd of people immediately. Whatever they're talking about, everyone turns to kind of hear what he's going on about. Ilara Saran, she's known locally as a quick blade. She's a wiry human woman with a sharp gaze, apparently. And there's a fella called Jorin Tumblestraw, who seems quite clumsy, but apparently he's quite a well-meaning halfling. He always seems to be on the verge of either dropping something or knocking something over. He's like almost knocked his drink over 3 times already. He just seems really conscious of where everything is at all times, but he's still very clumsy.
And what do these two that we're sitting with, what do they think of the crowd? Do they know them? Do they?
Sir Cedric, essentially, he's here for appearance's sake. He knows that this is the kind of event that people of his station have to be at, or it'll be noted that he didn't come, all that kind of stuff. He's not particularly here for any reason other than that. He knows that the other houses will kind of mention the fact that, why wasn't House Morn at this ball for the Church of the Silver Flame and all this kind of thing. Whereas Lady Vivienne, she's just happy to be there. She's looking forward to the ball.
Yeah, okay.
So you finish your meal. You've had a quick discussion about who else is involved with you. As you finish and all of the plates are cleared away, you can hear the dwarf sat at the head table, loudly talking to some of the other people that come up after the meal's finished. People start around talking around, that no one can outdrink him. And Vivienne will kind of talk to Akta and say that it's well known that he has a gambling problem. But being a dwarf, he's
I'll deal with this, thank you very much.
I was waiting for that.
incredibly good at drinking.
How long did it take for him to pipe up? Bring your tankard with you by any chance?
I certainly did, yes.
As you hear this, Vivienne starts pulling on Akta's arm, saying, "Oh, the ball's starting. Would you come with me?" So what do you want to do?
I need to go to the ball, mate.
Do you want to do the drinking contest, or do you want to go to the ballroom?
Oh, do you know what? We'll be through in 1 second. We can't miss this.
And she, unlinks your arm. She says, "Please don't wait too long. I don't know if anyone else here."
Oh, I promise you, darling, we'll be right through.
And she heads through the night.
And then I will say to Gareth, I'll say, make it quick, or you may. We've got the.
It'll be quick, don't worry about it.
He is called Kalark Varen. Vivienne will have explained to Akta that he is the head of the district guard, and she's heard that he's a really old friend of Lord Daron.
So what do you actually want to get out of this?
So if you want to try and beat him at drinking, there's a chance you'll be able to gain information about the house's security.
Oh, okay.
That's the idea behind this little interaction.
Okay.
So what you're going to need to do is he's putting down 20 gold on the table that no one can outdrink him.
I'll put down 40.
Oh, yeah, he'll match it.
Yep, I'm hoping he does.
So this will involve constitution checks until someone fails 3 times.
I am going to say,
Go on.
I'm going to say to Gareth, when we're doing this, just play along and just don't be cocky with anything, okay?
You can try and use your tankard of sobriety, but you will need sleight of hand checks. Because
They're not going to let you use your own boat.
He puts 2 glasses down on the table
You're not
and
going
tops
to
them both up himself.
I think you should just play this straight,
Because he doesn't want people cheating.
Shit. Okay.
I knew it'd go this way.
My rolls are good.
You can still try, but it's sleight of hand check.
And what happens if I fail sleight of hand, or what?
Well, they'll know that you're cheating.
And then we could get thrown out. So I think you should just play it straight and take the risk.
I mean, there's always a gamble. That's the gamble.
I think I'd just play it straight.
Yeah, but I was taking it as a gamble that I wouldn't lose.
Yeah, but there's no way they're going to let you use your tank.
I mean, he is a dwarf, so he does have certain
He will have.
about constitution checks anyway with drinking.
I've got high constitution though.
Which is funny because you aren't drunk for God knows how many months because you constantly use your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it. Let's go straight and let's try it.
Yay!
Come on then.
So I'm going to need 3 constitution decks.
Double one. We want high, don't we? We want high or
You
low.
don't know what the DC is.
Exactly. Yeah, but we want high though, don't we? We always want high.
Hold on.
It's just a straight contest between him and the dwarf.
Okay, so that is. Okay. So his first, well, do you want to roll? His first roll was 22.
20!
Hey! What's what?
What's what?
What is it? Constitution?
You've got to beat 22.
Constitution's a +4.
Hey!
Hey!
24. Beautiful.
Oof.
So 20 don't mean shit in this.
No.
So yeah, first one. You have a shot of this very, very potent dwarven whiskey, and you can see he kind of pinches his teeth and sucks the air through with the first mouthful. He's already had a fair bit to drink during the meal, from the look of it. Yeah, you stomach the first one.
And I want to like wring the glass out in my mouth as I'm drinking it,
Yeah.
and then lick the inside of it.
As soon as he puts it on the table,
Pastore!
he
Pastore!
fills them both back up again. Second shot, he gets a dirty 20.
Go on.
18 plus
Yes!
22.
4, 22.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
these dice.
Second shot, he downs it and then gives it a little.
Last one. Come on.
Last one, 19.
Oh. Got beat 19. And you're a
4.
That's far.
4 plus 4, 8.
Oh.
Uh,
So whatever ain't bad though, mate.
That's
you've
not
only
bad.
failed one.
Yeah.
Fourth shot, 18. He's going down 2 each time.
Yeah. Still rolling bloody high though.
14 plus 8 plus 4, 18.
That's
Now draw.
You made it, so that was a draw. So that's not a loss.
Is it first one to lose 3? So we just need him to lose 1 more.
11.
Go on.
Let's go. Let's go. 4 plus 4. Shit.
Yeah, so
8.
you lost
2 all.
2 all out.
Shit.
2 all.
This is it. This is all or nothing. 15.
Oh,
Oh.
come on.
What do I need? I need
You've got to
12
beat
or
them.
more.
So you
Fucking
need to
19!
Hey! Woohoo!
Plus 4.
Come on.
After the last one, he goes to like slam the glass down, and he slips, so it like slams down onto his thumb. He's like, oh, you bastard! You can see he's pretty drunk. He's
Can it be like the what was it, Indiana Jones, when they're doing that shot contest, and then he doesn't say anything, and then he just and then he just falls backwards.
yeah, he knocks half the glasses off the table. He's
Just passes out.
essentially he will pretty much reveal whatever you want to ask him about the security of.
I'm guessing everyone else pisses off.
They're just kind of watching from a distance.
really,
It's not super. I mean, this is more of a spectacle for them because the posh people aren't going to do it.
Okay. So maybe ask him a question while he's.
What would you like to know?
Do we get like a certain amount of questions? Okay.
How many guards? I don't know. I don't know.
Do we just come straight out and ask if Gustav Kessler is here?
It would,
Or we
That's not a security question.
I mean, it is if he's behind a locked door. It is.
That's not
just-
what I said.
well,
Yeah. If you say
is-
he's behind a locked door, that's a different question.
is there any heightened security recently? I don't know.
And it's it's a big ball tonight. We've got some extra guards, and we've got I think there's 15 guards we've got in just for tonight.
Is there any guards that are relatively persuadable?
I mean, we've paid them all enough that hopefully no one's going to be able to talk around doing their job. But, we shopped around to make sure we get some good lads in.
That's good.
Yeah,
That is good.
it's my reputation on line here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is very true. Very true.
Tries to sit up straight and he burps. There's been the guards and that.
Does any of the guards have any weaknesses or fears or?
I mean, they're all shit at drinking. I'll tell you that much.
But are they afraid of like any particular noises or any?
I think Gary doesn't like squirrels. That's about it.
He doesn't like what?
Squirrels. He had one.
Squirrels?
Wee bird. He had one of the, them floaty ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them come out of a tree, and it landed on his shoulder. And yeah, we found out about it, and we got.
Tell me you took the piece. Yes.
And yeah, we put it in like his lunch box thing, and he opened it and he shot himself. It was.
And hypothetically, if somebody was to, I don't know, if they were to want to get in after hours, is there any particular weaknesses that you may have overlooked?
Oh, I overlooked nothing. I've got guards on the main entrance. There's guards at the gate leading to the church. There's always at least 3 on patrol. There's 5 on the first floor. There's 3 on it's 5 on the ground floor. There's 3 on the first floor. They've all got lamps on them. They've got alarm amulets where they can trigger them, and it'll signal everyone else to let them know. We've got another shift of 10 guards in the guardhouse ready to come out when the alarm goes. Wow. I'm sleeping in the orange bedroom because we need extra, protection at night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's the Baron and Lord Darren. Sorry, I'm Baron. Me, Lord Darren, and Lady Arraid have got security amulets on them. There's lots of things going on. Then we've got alarms on all of the windows. There's just lots of extra things set up just for tonight alone.
That is amazing, Baron. Oh, do you know what? Gareth and I were just having this little, as we walked up, and we saw, the view from outside, amazing. And we said, we've been to a few places where prisoners are kept, and you could use it as a prison and all this stuff. And I said that the best place to keep a prisoner would be, I don't know, the west side of the building. And Gareth said it was the east side of the building. Where would that be? You have to settle this bet for us, Baron.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
$13
total.
Yeah.
Okay. And he leans over to bring you both in. Like, waves you over as he leans his head forward. And he absolutely reeks of alcohol at this point. He says, upstairs in the clean bedroom, right, we've got like an arcane energy field protecting the room. And he goes to tap his nose, and he misses a couple of times and he hits it. And he says, you can't get through, or it just blows you back out. But there is a security amulet which disables it.
Where's the amulet?
And he looks
I give him another drink.
I give him another drink. And he downs it, and he spills a lot of it down into his beard. And he puts it down, and you see him reaching to his top, and he pulls out. And he puts it back in.
And I kind of giggle along with that. That's amazing. Shit, we've got nothing.
Shit, how can I fucking grab hold of this thing? I can fireball him.
So you're going to get from him for now anyway.
I won't fireball him, Gareth, no. Listen, we know he's got it, okay? And he's pissed as a fart, which means he might be passed out later on.
He sleeps.
In the orange
he's in the orange room, isn't he?
No, he's got it round his neck. He's going to be passed out. So, okay. I'll tell you what, Baron. But still, the green bedroom. East side, west side? West. Oh, he won.
No,
That's how I'm
talking about.
No, but I'm just going to use it as because that was what me and Gareth was talking about. And that we had the bet.
You're currently... So you're currently in the Great Hall, which is in the northwest corner. He essentially points straight up. It's directly above the Great Hall.
Northwest.
But
And
that's how it works
where's
as
the
well.
orange room? I'll just say to him, I'm guessing that you're in the orange room, which
Please
is...
tell me, please tell me the green room is not near the orange, because you don't want green and orange really close together.
No,
It's bad vibes.
he points to the southwest corner. He goes, "No, the orange bedroom's over in that corner. That's where I'm sleeping."
That's fantastic.
Because it's near the staircase. You see, where some people are trying to sneaky up the stairs. Hello, I hear him sneaking.
Absolutely. Alright, I can't think of anybody who was better placed to guard all of these. I mean, it's not like you can even easily turn off the security.
Exactly. I've got this enchanted amulet, and I'm not going to put it down. I don't sleep with it on because it digs into your chest, you know what I mean?
Where do you keep it then? Like on your pillow or
Just probably
just on the side? Yeah. And how? So the alarms to get into the building, they're not easily. They're really hard to stop them, right?
No, they're all deactivated at dawn, you see. Because the guard changes is right before dawn, so we've got everyone out right before.
So obviously turn the alarm off and then it doesn't wake everybody up. So how long does the guard change?
It's usually only about 5 to 10 minutes.
That's really good. My God, have you heard this, Gary?
Yeah. On it like a wagon bonnet. Like a Scotch bonnet.
Because you're hot shit, Baron. That's why. Have you heard this, Gary? Just how quick? 5 or 10 minutes.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
That is geniusly, like, just efficiently changing the guard so quick. I don't believe it.
It's amazing. Are you privately hired, Baron?
I've known Lord there for quite a while. You know, he pays well enough, and I get to live in a big fancy house.
And it's orange. One on orange bedroom.
And the food, it's like, you don't get a lot, but it's super tasty.
Yeah, we noticed that earlier on. It's just, it repeats a bit though, doesn't it?
Give me a D6, please, Akta.
D6.
Yeah.
Is this how much he throws up on me? 3.
You can overhear while they're having the drinking contest. Some of the guests behind you just chit-chatting. Anyway, one of them talk about how Lord Erpio, who's one of the other guests, his fiancée, apparently it's going to be a bit of a mess. She's friendly with everyone, and he's a very jealous man.
Who's jealous?
Lord Erpio is apparently one of the other guests that wasn't at the dining tables. He's arriving later.
But the lady's here.
She's not there at the minute. No, she's arriving with him.
Okay.
But apparently she's very friendly with everybody.
So she's a slapper. So we could start setting rumours that she's shagged everybody. Gareth, you need to start flirting with the lady.
I'm on it.
Yep, I thought so. Okay, when they're here.
So where do you want to head off to now? You've been here for probably...
Yeah, you want to go to the ball, don't you?
Yeah, we want to go to the ball now. So we're all right, Varren. Well, you take care of yourself, mate. We're going to nip into the ball.
Okay.
And you just carry on guarding and be top notch that you are. And I give him like that little playful punch on the arm kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I do that with his chest, on the amulet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can feel it's quite
That's
a heavy amulet.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out of the Great Hall, back into the big main entrance kind of area. Head off over to your right. You can already see there's a couple of guards, walking around now. The people have started milling around. Directly opposite the entrance to the Great Hall, you can see a small doorway, which is kind of slightly ajar. You can only see a slight bit of light coming out there, but you can hear some piano music.
Mm-hmm.
There's a door to your left, which is locked. You can see that there's a guard stood at that door. Directly opposite and to the right is the entrance to the library. And right at the end of the corridor, near the entrance where you came in, down towards the ballroom. As you head inside, you can hear music throughout the house, but obviously as you approach the ballroom, it becomes almost deafening. You can see several dozen nobles now that everyone's arrived, whirling in a dance. You can see that lots of people have arrived now that weren't at the meal. There's a lot more people that may have just come for the ball if you invite to the whole shrine. You can see a young girl in a short skirt coming on stage. She's holding a lyre and is singing a fiery song about how she doesn't like your girlfriend and thinks you need a new one. You catch it at the very end of her song. The girl turns, puts the lyre on a stand, and heads over towards another piano.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was?
But just as she goes to sit down, the girl in the miniskirt disappears. And instead, a man in a bright, glittering outfit immediately sits down at the piano and begins to sing soulfully about how he wishes he was a sculptor or an alchemist to provide a better life for his love.
Is that some Elton John reference?
Don't know what you mean. So
I'm
you're
gonna
in the-
look for the woman that was. Was it the one that I was sat next to?
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
she the one? Yeah, whatever her name was.
Is the woman whose husband is really jealous? Is she here?
They're not here yet.
Yeah, you can have a look around. You don't know
Okay,
when
sorry.
they arrived, yeah.
No, well, let's find this woman because she might know.
Scroll back down to the guests. It was Lady Vivienne Erdelis.
So I'm
in the
gonna look
bright yellow
for
dress.
Lady Vivian. I'm gonna look for bright yellow.
Absolutely. As soon as you kind of walk in and start looking around, you'll clock her, other side of the room. She'll put a hand up, kind of thing. With, you can see a few of the other, fancy ladies kind of do the half eye roll kind of thing, seeing acting so ecstatic or that kind of thing.
Oh, bless! I love her. I'm gonna walk up towards her. By the way, I've kept the same glass. It's virtually empty now, but I've kept it because then nobody will wonder
Okay.
why I don't have a drink in my hand.
I like it. Oh God. Straight that's one.
Yeah. See, it was a good job to
That's
put
it.
the other
Yeah,
one.
get that oven on. So, as she kind of half meets you across the room, you can see several people now dancing. The piano music's playing. Lots of people milling around at the edges of the room, drinking and gesturing for extra drinks and like little snacks and things to be brought over. Can you, Gareth, give me a D6, please?
D6. 5.
You, Gareth, while actors chatting, overhear some people talking about Lord Deron's ancestors and how the rumour is they made their fortune by smuggling, including weapons at the beginning of the last war. So you know that his house's background is in smuggling.
We knew that anyway, though, didn't we?
They're very good at hiding
Earlier.
things.
To a certain
Yeah.
extent. But you know that from the chatting going round that it's maybe more widely known than he would like to admit, kind of thing. Actor, do you want to see if you overhear anything?
Yes.
As well? So I'll need a perception check from you, because you're kind of engaged in chat with Vivian.
My perception, so 12.
Just 12. Okay, give us a D6.
2.
I will say between both of you, you hear little snippets about Lord Deron. He's blown most of his money on the Church of the Silver Flame. It seems,
Scientology.
it seems the death of his son pushed him towards a newfound devotion.
So they killed his son, so he would then invest in.
Okay.
While you're chatting away with Vivian, and she's telling you how amazing the ball is and excited about music and stuff like that. Gareth, a young lady with lovely brown hair in a lovely kind of flowy, alluring dress, comes over and just tries to kind of take your arm and pull you onto the dance floor.
Oh, no, right.
I'm there already.
I'm going to need 3 performance checks, Gareth.
Yay!
See how well you can dance with her.
I got a +5 in performance.
Come on, because they get increasingly difficult.
Okay, first one. 17.
Beautiful.
+5.
You are flash dancing the shit out
So-
of it.
It's sparkle flatly and everything.
Another one?
Next one, yeah. You
Oh,
just
okay.
run around, everyone's watching.
And your outfit's swirling.
Yeah,
and...
neither of you have tricked off your glamour weed yet, so
Oh,
9.
oh,
really do it. Yeah.
okay. That's what I said.
9.
Is there a button?
You just decide when it happens. Then.
9 +5. 14.
Nice.
But-
You made
In
that
that case, I started my.
But then I pressed the button for it to then fire off prestidigitation out of my arms.
one.
Does that mean I then get advantage?
Unfortunately not. On performances. And
Okay.
then the last one.
Last one. Oh, yes, that's a 16 +5. 21.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. She is absolutely enraptured.
Is this Lord Pio's?
Please tell me
girlfriend?
it's his
That's weird, isn't
girlfriend.
If you ask,
I'm going to
Lady
ask Vivian.
Yes, this is
Yay!
Yes!
Wait,
this is his fiance.
I go Vivian. Who is? Oh, is it Vivian?
Vivian, yeah.
Vivian.
I.e., yeah, Vivian.
Vivian.
Yeah.
Is that who is that lady
That-
who's taken my brother?
I gave you the wrong name, really. That's Lady Alyssa Eberron. That's not Lady Veron's missus. That's this lady. Earlier on when I described
Oh,
it,
okay.
this is the.
I'd already forgotten her name.
That's
don't worry
fine.
about
Lady Alyssa Eberron is the slap basically.
it. Pio's.
Yes,
okay.
fiance.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
if he has loads of mistresses, he's not a slapper though, is
no,
he?
no, that's true. He's a player,
Player.
apparently.
She's a chess piece. So, yeah. So who is that?
That's Lady
Lady.
Alyssa Eberron.
Oh, do I know the reputation? Oh yeah, because we heard the overtop. Oh.
That she is, yeah, she
That's
is
how I'm good.
a gossip and a prankster, and she's obviously very interested in new people and their new faces that she's never met before.
Absolutely.
Gareth, as you're dancing with your amazing performances, she also gets very physical. Not like overtly sexually, just, extra hands on the back and, pulling you in a lot closer than you're expecting to during the moves, all that kind of stuff. When you finish dancing and the songs end, she whispers into your ear that she would love to show you her favourite place in the mansion.
Ooh. Let's go.
Maybe ask her where it is. So you can tell me where it is.
She wants to show you.
Yeah, but could you ask?
Okay, and then I message into Actor's head
Where are you going?
that they're I ask her where it is first.
Hmm.
So where would this favourite place be?
And again, she leans over and whispers into your ear that it's much more fun to show rather than tell.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then she starts walking
Yeah,
away,
she's a
holding your
slapper.
fingertips.
Forget what I said.
Yep.
Don't. Slapper.
Okay, so then I follow her, but then I put message into Actor's head and say, "I'm in here. This bird wants to take me take me somewhere."
While you were dancing with her, I was I was catching your eye to go, that's the lady, that's Lady.
Yeah.
Slapper, that's
So
the
then-
lady."
Going, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
And then I messaged to Actor,
oh,
"Don't wait up."
yeah, you're shouting, no, this is dangerous, and he's going, don't ruin this for me.
It's been a while.
I've been here for months.
It's been a while. You've got Jack.
Gareth, she leads you back out of the ballroom, over to the left, past the library, towards the room that you saw light coming out of that had the piano music coming out. And as she leads you into the drawing room, you see a cozy room lit by a fireplace with a card table. And there's a tall Warforged croupier sat in a tuxedo with 2 players sitting playing cards, basically. And as you enter, you hear a woman exclaim, "This casino is rigged! I need a new deck!" And she slams her hands down. But Lady Irissa kind of drags you straight past to a room at the back. As she opens the room, you can see a small private prayer room.
It's ominous.
Yeah. As you sit down in the little private prayer room, you can see there's like a little kind of non-denominational area, but you can see that there's a large sculpture dedicated to the Church of the Silver Flame in the middle of it. There's some little censers set up. There's like a comfy chair set up in the corner with a book on the side of it. You can see someone's been in here, relaxing, that kind of thing. You can see off to the side there's a small bowl that's got candles around it that you can light, dedication candles, all that kind of stuff. And as she kind of leads you into the room, and you're kind of looking around, she goes over behind the Church of the Silver Flame statue, and you see her lean behind it and pull something. You hear a sliding of stone, and then you see a small passageway open up. And she describes that this takes you through to her favourite place. And she crawls in.
Sex dungeon. That's all I'm saying.
And then I ask her, is there a handle on the other side to open it?
She says there is, yeah. You have to
okay. And off I go.
It's once you're through the little entranceway, you can stand
and
up.
Gareth dies.
There is enough room. We'll have to see how quickly he dies.
Chlamydia.
Roll initiative.
Quite a straight, well-lit tunnel. It's got little arcane lanterns that light as you pass them all the way down. And it opens up at the other end with another kind of sliding stone door into the family crypt at the other end. And it is completely silent. There's some, again, small torches on the wall. And she describes to you how she likes to basically just come here and sit and just enjoy the peace away from all of the people. But she doesn't do anything, she doesn't try and dive on you or anything like that.
So I said to her, yeah, I can see how you would like this area because it's so peaceful. And is there a reason why you want to get away from everything?
She's sick of all of the pomp and the falseness and everyone just pretending all the time, all this kind of stuff. She just wants someone to actually like her for who she is, not for who she can introduce them to.
So she's a trophy wife, essentially.
That's the Lord Jacob Erpio is essentially bringing her into his family for who her family know. It's like an arranged marriage. But yeah, she's come here to hang out with her. She doesn't, dive on or anything.
So then we play some games. I've got a set of dice on me.
Strip poker.
So we can play some dice games. Highest roll, whatever it is.
Yes. While you're chilling out in the ballroom, you see a young half-elf, pale skin, light hair. He's dressed in a lovely kind of red-white suit with a lovely fluffy white collar. You hear him quite loudly asking, "Where is my fiancée?" And when I bring him up, that's who you see.
Okay.
It's like a twat.
He looks, all right, anime.
He does look pompous.
He does, doesn't he?
And he wants everyone
One thinks he's overcompensating for something.
Can you do me another perception check?
Okay, that would be 22.
You hear someone describing Gareth and how she led him out of the ballroom.
I'm going to need to distract him out, but I don't know how.
And immediately starts walking towards the ballroom doors.
Okay, I am going to...
There's no way he would know about this place, though, would he? Just say she's saying it's a secret place.
Mm. Well, he doesn't know where she is at this point.
No.
No, but the guards have pretty much seen her walking everywhere, and there's the secret. Yeah.
I mean, they saw her going to the prayer room, the little private prayer room.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
so they might not know about the
come
little secret thingy. And plus, they're guards, so you keep your mouth shut.
And you now know that his house has got smuggling reputation, hence the little secret passageway you just mentioned.
Yes. Some little priestly holy things.
Yeah. With your roll as well, you pick up. He appears incredibly insecure.
Yeah, no
And
shit.
as soon as they start to describe Gareth, you can see jealousy flashing across his face straight off, and he's storming towards the.
So, what do I know about this guy?
Not a lot, really. Let's see if I can give you anything else.
That maybe I've asked Vivian about, or because I've heard the gossip, and then Vivian seems to know everyone. So, who is Lorda P.O.?
Let's see what I can do now. La-di-da. Scrolling. Right. Okay. Other than the fact of he's in an arranged marriage, you know that his house apparently is a fairly prestigious one. Did you mention anything about the? You don't know about the arranged marriage, yeah. So no, that's pretty much all you know.
Oh, while we were talking to Vivian as well, while Paul was busy not getting his end away, which I'm fully assuming is happening, by the way, because that's how gossip works. I've asked Vivian if she knows about the Church of the Silver Flame.
Yeah, everyone does, yeah.
So what could you tell me? This is before he's turned up and started hollering, because I wanted to do this before.
Okay.
My mom's not to go off yet. Do you know about? Yeah, are there any commandments or anything? Any typical sayings of the church that the members would know?
So, the Church of the Silver Flame is the state religion of Terrain, a big region of Eberron. The followers of the religion are called the Purified. Let's have a look. That's all the history of it. There we go, beliefs. So, they believe that the Silver Flame is a force of light that holds like fiends and things at bay, so that those who seek to defend the innocent from evil can call on the power of the Silver Flame. They believe that every mortal soul can find the light of the Silver Flame and inspire and guide others to virtuous behaviour, because force is always the last resort. If you listen to the voice of the flame, you are to beware the deceiving whispers of the shadow of the flame. They believe is like it's essentially an active religion that calls upon the faithful to fight evil. So this means combating like the supernatural threats in Eberron, things like undead things, all that kind of stuff. But for the ministers and friars, this means trying to lead people to be more compassionate and things like that. But for normal lay people, they just wanted to live a virtuous life. The idea behind it.
But is this a usual thing where the rich give a shitload of money and blah blah blah? They just
It is still a church.
It is still a church. Yeah. No offense to any church, except every church.
So it's a practical religion, short, purposeful rites, short prayers, things like that. They don't, like associate harvest with blessings or anything like that. They don't involve prayer in ordinary or like mundane stuff. So they won't, say grace before a meal or anything like that. In their opinion, just acting virtuously is, like devotion enough to the church. But
and money.
Yeah, I mean that's always a thing with the church, isn't it?
Yes.
But they still believe that like praying for strength and guidance in times of hardship is always a good thing, or in the temptation of evil, all that kind of stuff. What else have we got? They burn a alchemical substance known as silver burn in their rituals and rites and things like that. and they do like purification rites for the sick and stuff like that. It's a very kind of practical religion. It doesn't have many, over the top. There's no like pomp or anything like that to it.
Okay. And everybody here is a follower of.
At least overtly, they support the church. They might not be a follower of that particular religion.
So there's nothing like a word that you can say like shikaka.
That's what I mean.
And then they'd all bow down and.
No,
Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the door, try and catch the Lord.
How do you want to try and
I have no idea.
intercept him?
I honestly have no idea. If I've seen him come in and he's kind of then I've kind of gone this way to try and intercept at the same time. I don't know I don't know where I am in the room.
What I will say, well, if you want to get to him to kind of intercepting kind of thing, as you start heading over to cut in front and getting to him, you hear the lady's now playing the lyre again on the stage, and as she's singing, you hear a string from the lyre loudly break, and everyone kind of gasps, and she makes a big deal out of it. So for a second, the song trying towards the
And then that gives me time to catch up, I'm guessing.
well, you can get to him.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I genuinely don't know. What does he do? He's nobody. He's just a
He's just a nobleman,
yeah. Don't really know what to do, to be honest.
Give me a persuasion roll. See if Akta can come up with something.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Mm.
I'm going to, as the lyre has broken and the twingy twang, I'm going to pull out a little flask from my pocket and I'm going to take my persuasion potion. I'm going to take the persuasion potion and just go glug, and then
You suddenly feel incredibly
and then
charismatic.
go over to, I called it persuasion potion, and then I'm going to go over to him and kind of just as he's then as soon as he snaps out of it,
and then say, "I've just seen your missus go off with someone."
I accidentally bump into him. Accidentally on purpose bump into him, and it's everything I've got to do next.
It's 5 o'clock for next thing.
But that's putting the rice on and
Okay.
blah blah blah. And that's what I'm going to do. So So I say, I'm sorry, Lord.
Fancy emo anime guy.
Lord Anime.
Jacob Erpio.
Toucan.
Hello. How are you? I don't really know what to say. I find the perfect sentence and say it.
We'll find out in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Double check and go back.
No, it is. It's +10. You're right.
So too, I mean, advantage
It's
is
better
only,
than with advantage.
on average.
to be fair.
Yeah, on average, advantage is only +5.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Absolutely, Akta manages to, with the with the chat with the orc mercenary, half orc mercenary that you had in the Adventures Guild about, how to act in a specific way. Yeah, you pop a few buttons at the top of your corset open, and manage to distract him enough that he kind of snaps out of his jealous kind of rage for a moment to pay attention to what Akta's kind of talking to him about, and you see over behind you, like Lady Vivian kind of snickering behind her hand, watching you, because she obviously knows what you're doing, trying to stop him from going off and beating up a bit. Yeah, you can see that the bard over on the stage is like frantically trying to get the lyre fixed. You can hear people starting to complain about it now, and a couple of them kind of come over while you're stood with Lord Jacob to try and get in on you distracting them kind of thing, so that they can get in with the house as well and have a chat with him. So absolutely, you managed to distract him. Gareth, after a short time, Lady Alyssa said, we best head back before anyone notices that, we've been gone for too long kind of thing. And she heads back down through the tunnel towards the house.
Yeah. Do I see like another entrance to this crypt?
Yeah, there's the big stone doors at the crypt that will head outside as well.
Okay. So
that's another potential way into the house.
Yeah, that's another way in that we can go. All right. So yeah, we come back through, and then am I asking her questions about this geezer?
It's totally up to you. What do you want to
do? Yeah, I want to ask if he's got any connection to Lord, what's his face?
Lord Deron.
Lord Deron, yeah.
No, again, he seems to have been invited for the fact that he's got, a large, well-known house, and Lord Deron thinks that, contributions to the church would be appreciated for houses that are more well-known rather than, the ones that aren't.
Don't forget, Paul, she did say she's sick of being used as purely because she's married to the guy, so...
So is she wealthy? Is she from a wealthy family?
Engaged.
Her house is, yeah.
Okay, so... Right. All right. So we walk back in together or walk in separately?
Well, you come back out into the private prayer room. Again, there's still nobody in there. She closes the entrance again. Sorts her dress out, gets all the dust and stuff on it from being in the crypt.
I cast prestidigitation on her.
Oh, absolutely. She looks immaculate once again. And she starts, walking out back towards the ballroom. It doesn't make any, effort to walk ahead of you or anything like that.
No.
Walk with you, you walk with her.
Yeah, we'll walk out, and then I cast message into Akta's head, just to say, right, we're done. I'm finished. I'm finished.
Like you said, it's been a few months.
And then she can message back.
She can reply, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll say...
Oh, nice, thanks.
really loud.
That's the key word, that's the alarm word.
So then I say, okay, I've got the Lord distracted. He was looking for her, so walking alone or something like that.
No, we're walking together.
Okay.
So as you walk,
and he walks in,
holding hands. I just sort me fly out.
As you walk back in, Lord Jacob turns around and sees you both walking together. Immediately disengages from the little group and walks over to Gareth.
And as we're walking in, I'm laughing. We're yes, yeah, I get it. Yeah, good, yeah. Oh, funny.
Lord Jacob stops, removes one of the gloves from his little waist pocket,
dear,
and slaps Gareth across the face with the glove.
And then I go, "Excuse me, sir. Do you not know who I am?"
You will be excused when your blood is wiped from the blade of my sword, sir. You will meet me outside in 15 minutes.
Whatever. It's not a dick measuring contest. And I just ignore him and walk past him.
Yeah, he carries on walking over to the ballroom exit where Lady Alyssa's stood looking a bit shocked.
He can wait out. He can wait out there all day.
I thought you'd avoid the duel as well. So yeah, in 15 minutes, he's challenged Gareth to a duel in 15 minutes outside in the garden.
I ain't got any swords.
I mean, you don't need them. They will be provided.
Just don't use your shield.
You won't have a shield.
Well, I have my shield. I guess I'll have my spells though.
I mean, I'll go up to. I'm sorry. What is this about?
If you're up to.
The Earl, the Lord.
Oh, he's gone over to talk to his missus.
Oh, okay. Okay, forget it.
What do you want to do for 15 minutes as he then kind of takes her arm and walks her out of the ballroom?
Have a drink.
I'm gonna be honest. I already think that's exactly what they've been doing. So I go. So what happened? Where did you go? What happened? Did you actually, you know?
And then I'd tell her, no, there's a secret.
Oh, so if you die, at least well, tell me all where the secret room is, because if
there's a handle, there's a crypt, there's this way to get in.
So wait a minute. She took you to that room and you didn't do anything. Are you absolutely telling me the truth? Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
I mean, you could have done. You never know.
Of course not. What?
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Oh, there was no.
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, exactly. That's how I know it didn't happen, because you've been bragging about it. Okay. So are you seriously? You're going to go ahead with this duel?
Oh, fuck it. I'll beat him up if he wants to get beaten up.
I mean, just fireball the shit out of him. There's no spell thing outside.
I want to cast message into his head. I'm casting messages into his head going, your wife's a slut, your wife's a slut.
Oh, don't fight shame him. It's not her fault if she didn't do anything.
No, I won't say that. No, I won't say that. I'll just go, you've got a small penis, you've got a small penis. Yeah. Over and over and over and over in his head.
Oh, dear.
I've got a spell for that. Just tell him you've got a spell for small penis.
And as he's walking away, I want to cast prestidigitation on his crotch to make it look like he's wet himself.
Oh, dear.
And then as I do it, I shout over and go, look at Lord Poopy, Sweaty, Pooey Pants.
And I'll use thaumaturgy to make it sound like he's farted.
Yes.
You know that everyone can see and hear you both casting these spells?
Yeah,
that's fine.
You're just invisibly casting
spells. Yeah, but I go, hey, watch this. And then it's funny. No, I don't really. Oh, for God's sake, there's every chance Gareth could die.
Gareth makes all these massive arcane gestures with his hands, says these magic words, and then starts shouting at the guy that he's peed and crapped himself. Oh, dear. Right, so in about 10 minutes or so, you're going to have one of the stewards come up to Gareth and ask him to follow him outside, where he will be presented with a rapier.
Okay, fine. If that's what he wants.
Yeah.
So
you can head out of the doors at the edge of the ballroom out into the garden. You see like a nice little water fountain. There's like a big sculpted fish with like water coming out the mouth, all that kind of stuff. You see some like cherry blossom trees behind it. There's a guard already kind of patrolling around. You walk off over to the east where there's a little area of the grass. You can see a small area's been cleared, and you can already see Lord Jacob stood there kind of whipping a rapier around. You can see a very drunk Varren stood next to him, kind of. Obviously, he's there as his second kind of thing, but you can see he's already kind of swaying on his feet. He's still very, very, out of it with booze. So you will be presented with a rapier as well. So what we're going to do is you'll basically do a little roll off for dueling. And I get down to his stat block. There we go. So it's going to be whatever your plus to hit modifier is, with your weapon.
My which weapon?
Sword.
My sword.
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh, I ain't got my sword on me. Hold on. Plus 5.
Nice. And the rapier is going to be 1d8 plus whatever your strength is.
Plus 1.
So it'll be 1d8 plus 1. And it's piercing damage because you're thrusting with it. Right, so we'll roll initiative to see which one of you goes first. You got 14.
Is it piercing damage?
Yeah.
Shit. I was going to turn into my elemental. 11 plus 2. 13.
Cool, he's going to go. Thank you. He's going to go first.
Okay.
Right. So what's your AC at the minute?
AC is 15.
Nice. That is an absolute miss on his first attack. So where is his actions? Cool. They completely missed. So he's going to action surge and attack again. That's more like it. 24. So that is going to be 7 piercing damage as he squidges through. Your turn.
That is 14 plus 5. What did I say? 5, yeah.
Yeah,
19.
Yeah, definitely hit, yeah.
Yep. Where's my D8? 5 plus 1, 6.
Very nice. You hear him kind of take a gasp as you find a point in between his breastplate. He managed to stab through. He makes another attack. 18.
Can I do shield?
You can cast shield, yeah.
Yeah, I cast shield.
As he goes to hit you with a rapier, you make your gesture to quickly cast shield, and it deflects the rapier away. Your turn.
I need to do a wild search check. Nope. Okay. Ooh, 18 plus 5.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, definitely.
Another 5 plus 1.
Oh,
6.
very nice. Oh, yeah, definitely. You see him wince again as you see a small kind of red patch appear on the white part of his coat.
Come on, Gareth. You're so fine.
Yeah,
Give me a G. Give me an A.
Ooh.
Give me an R.
23 to hit.
That'll be a hit.
And he's actually going to try and disarm you rather than do the damage. Can you give me a strength saving throw, please?
Yep. Oh, 20, motherfucker. That'll be a 20.
Hit you with the point of the rapier. He tries to get you in the wrist to make you drop the sword. But although it hits you, you manage to roll with the impact.
You
And
go,
it doesn't knock the sword out of your hand. Your turn.
What are you talking about? Bitch.
5.
Oh dear.
10. 10. That's gonna miss. Can I action surge?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh no, action surge.
Can I try cough and sneeze as a distraction?
That's a 12 plus 5, 17.
17 is a hit, yeah.
To hit. 4 plus 5 damage.
Oh, that is enough. I'm going to scroll back up.
Oh, for God's sake. As you hit him that final time, he kind of drops down immediately onto one knee, and he goes, "Sir, please, I yield," and he drops the rapier.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Roll for damage.
I mean, I'd slap him or punch him.
No, I'm punching him in the face. So, 17 plus 5. I'm guessing it hits.
I mean, that is definitely a hit. Like,
Yeah.
What's your strength modifier?
+1.
Yeah, so you're doing 1 damage as you clock him inside the head.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to just punch him in the face.
And he kind of reaches up and, like, you know, puts his hand over it and he goes, "Please, sir, I yield."
I say, "Oh, you're not so fucking tough now, are you?"
Yeah, and you're a few of the crowd kind of over near Acta start giggling.
And I kind of and then sort of this little sly smile just kind of creeped across my mouth.
And then I say to him in front of everyone, let's just say to him, nothing happened. Nothing was going to happen. Stop treating your missus like a trophy.
Give me intimidation with advantage.
I also, as soon as he kind of yielded and stuff, I immediately shot over to the wife, the fiance. What does she do?
She, if anything, is looking kind of disinterested. It looks like she's seen this a lot.
I reckon she took you into there just to kick this off because she's bored.
Probably. That's 16 plus 5 or 15 plus 5. So 21.
Nice. Yeah, you see he kind of looks up and you can see just for like an instant there's a very kind of defiant look in his eyes, but then as soon as you kind of finish the sentence, it's gone kind of thing, and you can see, you know, he bows his head and he's like, "Please, sir, I appreciate your truthfulness, and I know that she will have led you there, sir. I know she is nothing but a prankster, and I apologize. I apologize for any affront I may have caused."
Fine. we will have none of more of these shenanigans.
You see his second Baron kind of takes a couple of steps forward and goes, "Come on, lad, let's get you cleaned up." And he goes to try and help him up.
Just wondering whether to clean him up or not.
It's all right.
Oh, okay. Right, I'm just going to nip to the loo.
Okay.
Be back. If I can get the table out of the way. Okay. Right then. So you, as it's approaching the end of the evening, you've only got time for one more thing. You can either head to the drawing room, where you know it was the croupier, or you can head into the library to see what else you can gather before the fireworks and the end of the evening.
Well, we've got an entrance, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got possibly the crypt, which then leads up to the prayer room, which leads to that room, that gambling room.
Mm. So the only room you haven't been in so far is the library.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we should go into the library.
Okay.
But do we need to see?
So as you head back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. We're going to the library.
Okay. So as you head back in through the ballroom, you can see that the bard is still struggling with the lyre. She's not managed to get the string fixed, and you can see her looking about quite desperately, while all of the noblemen and women are kind of sitting around, and you can hear them complaining that the music's not happening anymore. As you head back out of the ballroom.
Can we not go and help her with the string?
Yeah.
What's happened?
So when the string broke on the bard's lyre, that guitar thing, and the actor used that as the distraction to talk to the Lord.
Yeah.
Still struggling to try and get the string fixed, and you can see all the people in the ballroom kicking off that there's no music going on.
So what might happen is they might start walking about everywhere. Let's get the music going again and the party atmosphere going, and we might be the heroes of the party. Can you prestidigitate? Can he fix
I don't think I can.
You got mend.
I'll tell you someone who can.
Yeah, Patcher. Well, can't we just? Is it just a broken string? Can't we just fix the string? Can't we just get another piece of string?
She doesn't have any string. You can try and do something to fix it, or you can do something else, or
can we try find a replacement string? Anything that could work, maybe similar to it, or can't I persuade someone to use a different? Can't she use a different instrument? Or
she's got that on the piano.
Right, I'm going to go over and I'm going to have a word with them. I'm going to say, I see that you're struggling a little bit. Why don't you? Is there another instrument that you can play as well as the lyre?
The lyre. So she asks, as you kind of come up to, see what you can do, kind of thing. The other thing she's ever managed to use before, because she hasn't got any spare strings, is like fishing wire, something like that.
Does anybody have any fishing wire?
None of the lords and ladies.
I can't imagine anybody's going to have any fishing wire. Is there another instrument that you can play, my bard?
Just this and the piano.
Well, how about you play?
Well, she asked if someone can accompany her on the stage while she's playing on the piano. If someone can try and do something on the stage.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, I need you, you idiot. We're causing a distraction. There must be some fine voices among the...
Where's the dwarf? Get the dwarf up here.
He's been...
He can sing.
Lord clean his clothes with blood on it.
There must be.
I'll cast prestidigitation on that lord's clothes to clean it. Get the drunk dwarf up here.
There must be. Come along now.
And I'll say to the drunk dwarf, I'll bet you 2 gold you cannot entertain these fine lords and ladies.
Songs like drunken lord and lady songs, like I don't know.
I mean, more than likely.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was? Come on, everybody, sing along.
Can you give me a D6, love, please?
So I am going to try and get everyone singing along with it. 6.
So while you're kind of asking around, trying to get people, interested in things what are going on, you hear someone at the back of the room, but behind the group of people you're kind of with, so you can't see who says it, talk about how they've heard there's a special guest in the house, but no one knows why they aren't joining the ball.
A special guest?
Katy Perry.
God, I hope not.
Maybe the guide and something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
The only...
You know who can sing? And you know who's got a gorgeous singing voice? If only he was here. Gustav Kendall. I'm just kidding. He's got pipes on him, that lad.
You hear Alara Velarum, one of the people I got pointed out to you earlier on, like a young female half-elf, talking to the gruff-looking gnome, that Rogar Stonefist fella, that he's got a lovely voice, and that maybe it's time someone else heard it, kind of thing.
So I hear someone say that. Well, what did you just say, lady?
And she starts shoving him forward, and you can see he's like,
"Come on!" Please remember, I've got persuasive potion in my, and I'm flipping gonna waste it because
I can persuade him.
What's your name, sir?
Rogar Stonefist.
Rogar. What songs do you know, Rogar?
And he gives you some songs that you've never heard of before.
And have you, lady, have you heard of these songs?
And Alara says that he has the voice of an angel.
Yes,
beautiful. I'll persuade him.
Is she the bard?
No, she's the young half elf.
Yeah, bollocks to you. I'm asking the bard if she knows any of the songs.
The bard is Nora.
Nora.
Nova, sorry, Nova.
Nova, yeah. Scotia, whatever your name is. Do you know any of these on the piano?
She says, yeah, absolutely, I can play any
100%. Start playing. Start playing.
As you ask her that, you see Nova change into the well-dressed man you saw at the piano earlier. She's a changeling.
I see what you did there.
And she walks over and sits down at the piano and starts.
Okay. Come on. So what?
I'm going to need persuasion.
So what? So we're all going to kind of. What's his name again? Rustov.
You hate me so much, don't you?
Rogar. Come along, Rogar. Come along, Rogar.
Persuasion. Yeah, plus 10. Get your use out of it.
Come on, Rogar. Gonna roll a 20, so that's 30. Rogar. Come on, Rogar.
All of the crowd start
come on, Rogar.
shuffling forward and moving him.
And I understand that but most of the time when people say that, it's not really fair because their voice sounds like shit. Apparently, you sound like an angel. Come along, Rogar.
And Rogar, you can see him kind of grumbling about it, and she kind of Alara starts nudging him forwards as well. And between you all, with your 30, you manages to get him up on the stage.
I've got his PIN number.
Yeah.
I'm written into his will.
You live with him now.
That's it now.
And as the piano starts playing, you hear him reluctantly start knocking out this amazing, deep, beautiful tune. Do you use this opportunity to do anything?
What am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. I thought we were legging it to the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So we kind of distract all of them. Oh, and I go, and then I back off the stage and then walk backwards and catch Gareth's eye and go, come on.
As you start heading your way off the stage, Nova kind of catches your eye and just gives you the come over here for a second in your head.
I'm trying to, yes.
You're heading around the stage, but you can sneak up. As you head around it, she thanks you for helping you get the act back on, basically. She invites you both to come and stay at the guest house that she's staying in after the ball to get drunk.
Cracking. Count us there, mate. Count us
there. Because they're obviously paying her, but they've given her unlimited booze, basically. They're just going to dump a shitload of booze at the house for her for the guys needing entertainment. She wants you guys to come and get drunk.
Absolutely, mate.
So you sneak out.
Yep.
As you go across the main entrance hall into the big double doors of the library.
On the plus side, Gareth, I've got us an after party, mate.
With a changeling. So.
With a changeling.
Anything could happen.
soft, muted light flashes over you as you enter the library. You can see a large chandelier hanging from the ceiling, currently unlit. The room is illuminated by wall sconces to create an atmosphere for intimate conversation in a direct light. See, the focal point of the room at the moment is a woman in church attire. You can see a group of nobles surrounding her, listening intently to whatever she's currently saying. The only ones not participating in this are the guards as you pass, like right at the doors, and you can see another one over at the far side of the room on the external kind of door. And a woman sitting in the corner of the library. Just as you enter, you see her lay out a tool belt on a coffee table, and she starts working on some like mechanism that's in a small box next to her. And that is. Yeah. What do you want to do?
What's this woman saying? She just giving like a sermon or something?
You'd have to approach it to find out because you're in the library, so she's talking quite quietly.
Let's approach this woman with the glasses.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she's an artificer.
So you can see, obviously, wearing working clothes, multitude of like different tools attached to the vest and stuff. You can see as you approach, inside this sort of strange mechanism that she's opened, quite an ornate box, which was disguising it, sort of thing. There's a crystal inside that she's like very delicately working on with all these different tools.
It's not the woman that we asked her to fix that thing, is it?
No.
No. Okay. So I want to approach her just and ask her what.
No, she's intently working on this, whatever this crystal thing is.
I'll walk over and go, wow, that looks amazing. What is it?
She doesn't look over her shoulder, and she says, quite obviously, it's a control mechanism. And she carries on working on it.
Obviously.
Snippy bitch, is she? Fine. But to control what?
And she kind of, you see her like glance behind for a second, and she looks you up and down, and then carries on working on it. She goes, well, it's the security in the library. And she gestures at like one corner, and she goes, look, can you not see this here?
Oh, so you're fixing it? Is something wrong with it?
Well, yeah, the controls for the arcane books, they keep like misrepresenting, and it'll get the wrong books out, and you'll get hit with a pamphlet instead of an atlas. That's not going to deter anyone, is it? And she carries on working on it.
So it's not to do with the alarm system, it's something to do with the
library. If you take the wrong book, you get hit by a book.
Yeah, it's just like a sorting thing, a picker.
No, it's one of the alarms. Can you not tell? It's rigged as soon as you come in.
Down is the library.
Right, okay. I'm actually a pretty good tinkerer myself. Do you want me to have a look at it for you?
She stops and like looks over her shoulder and like passes you one of the tools. She doesn't say anything.
And I use it the wrong way.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion with disadvantage, please. Oh, actually, no, you're lying, so it'll be deception with disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 20 as well. Fucking hell.
What?
Or a 4. Fucking hell.
Oh.
You don't have inspiration.
My first one. But that's a 4 plus 9. That's 13.
It's still not that bad. I was going to say you could just use your inspiration, but...
No, 13 is enough to at least convince her that you're not an idiot. You get the kind of impression that she thinks you're doing it as a joke. And she kind of steps back and she passes you a different tool and goes, I knew that you'd know it was the wrong one.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll tinker away at it. But
do me an intelligence roll with disadvantage because you don't know what this thing is.
Intelligence is a straight 0, so that's 13 or 15, so 13.
See, that's
still
not
bad again.
So you're not sure how it works, but you can work out that it's a control crystal, and that it seems to be linked to another kind of like an arcane focus, basically, which seems to contain a spell which would animate the books to, like attack intruders, that kind of thing. You can see that what she's trying to repair is the actual crystal which controls which books become alive at the minute, but you don't know how that actually works. That just seems to be what it does. But because you at least seem to know what does what, so you might be pointing out, oh yeah, I can see this does this, this does that. You convince her enough that maybe you don't know how to fix it either, but at least you know what it is, so she doesn't think that you're lying about it. And she's struggling to fix it as well.
So it's not to do with the alarm?
If you break in at night, the books can basically act as a deterrent and you'll get attacked by loads of swarms of books, which will be
okay. So can I just tell her that it's fixed?
So again, sorry?
Can I tell her that it's fixed?
You can try and lie, but she knows which bit's broken. She's not sure how to fix it at the minute. That's why she's working on it.
What can I do? I can't do anything, can I? Bugger. The minor illusion thing, I gave that up, so I can't even minor illusion it be working. What she will describe to you, though, what you've got, is that anyone that gets into the library at night, basically, once all the alarms have been set, there are up to 4 book swarms, which are powered by that magic crystal, which she's currently working on. They make lots of noise, though, so that any noise caused in the library at night wouldn't alarm guards. So if you had some way of either deactivating it or, stopping the animated books from doing something, or you just managed to, destroy the books while they were attacking you, sort of thing, any noise in the library won't cause the guards to come investigate, because they hear the books crashing and banging around at night. Yeah. But that's all you'll get from her. So noise isn't an issue?
In the library at night. Ooh, irony.
But if we go through there, we're going to get hit by books if she's not fixed.
Okay, we don't go through there then. We go through the secret passage anyway. I think that's the best way. Are we anywhere near the orange room and the green room where we are now?
No, they're both on the west part of the building. You're on the east side, southeast corner you are at the minute.
And where was the prayer room where we were, the...
Northeast. That was at the northeast.
Northeast, yeah. And the green bedroom is in the west?
Yes.
Northwest.
You've got to get up the staircase unless you want to go on the outside of the building to get to the bedrooms.
Spider climb.
I don't have them anymore.
And I don't anyway, so...
So do you want to approach the Reverend Mother?
Yeah, we'll leave her to it. We can always come back and help her in a minute.
Yeah.
So, as you start to approach her, you can see kind of average height, grey hair, piercing eyes. She's dressed in the church mantle, reflecting her status as a representative of the Church of the Silver Flame. Excuse me. You can hear a couple of the people at the back of the room talking about the Reverend Mother Philomora. You can hear her essentially just chatting about the Church of the Silver Flame and how living a pious life is the best dedication to the church, and that trying to give a good example to other people, all that kind of stuff.
Is there a specific action that people are doing? Is it
there's no specific phrase. It's a very individual, practical religion. But yeah, it's as far as religions go, it doesn't sound particularly horrific. So after you hang out listening to kind of a semi-sermon, you see Lord Eberron come into the library, and as he kind of comes through the doors, he catches her eye and she excuses herself, and you see her walk over to a corner of the library with him. You've got to try and stop.
Yeah. Can I go invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to cast invisible. Invisibility, which is second level.
Which is verbal and somatic. So you're gonna have to. Someone's gonna hear you cast the spell, basically, unless you're going to stand somewhere where they won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, but then I have to sneak in. Don't I?
I'm sure there's toilets.
In a library.
Not in the library, in the house.
Oh, okay.
If you excused yourself to go to the loo, turned invisible, and then snuck out of the loo.
Yeah, let's.
Not that I want to.
I'll because it's everything. This is F, verbal, somatic, and material. So, yeah, I'll turn around, but make it like I'm trying to be quiet, but not like I'm overly. Oh, just need to go to the toilet.
Excuse me.
Yeah. That wine went straight through me.
Oh, those canapes aren't kitchen lights. I may be in there, so don't I'd give it 10 minutes. So I'll let you go to the loo.
Ooh, raised unicorn, I like, but it doesn't like me.
Yeah. But then I go invisible.
Cherub cutlets. So as you sneak back out of the loo, now invisible, you can make your way back into the library and head over to the corner to kind of eavesdrop. Can you give me a stealth with advantage, please? To see how well you can get over there, because they are in a quiet library.
Yeah, it's not that easy to stay quiet when you're invisible.
You're going to trip over.
That's a 1.
There we go. Told you it wasn't that easy.
Oh, 19. With advantage, one at 19, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, you managed to get all the way over there without bumping into anything, standing on any loose floorboards or anything like that. As you get over there...
It flicks my ear though, which I'm going to kill it.
You will get the tail end of the conversation right as they're finishing it up, which is you can hear her talking to Lord Deron about a contraband shipment being delivered through the underground tunnels through the storehouse and the church tonight. And then you hear Lord Deron announce very loudly that the fireworks are about to be set off, and he starts heading outside.
Okay, so then I go back to the toilet and invisible myself.
You stand in the middle of the library and go, ta-da! So realise you didn't do your fly up. So, as what do you head outside? What do you do? Everyone's heading out into the gardens.
How's the lady doing with the alarm system?
She's still working on it at the minute.
She's still working on it. And well, as I leave that, I've got very good luck with that, mate.
Eliza says, I don't need luck. I need a flux capacitor. That's what I need.
Well, if I find one knocking about the place, you'll be my first thought.
Just find one round here. That's not likely. So as you head outside, the evening garden is draped in shadows, but you can see large trees and beautifully manicured hedges. This time of year, most of the flowers are kind of in full bloom now, and the fragrance is almost overwhelming. However, the main spectacle is about to happen in the sky. Most of the guests have now already spilled outside into the yard to watch the fireworks.
Ooh. Oh.
Essentially, as the fireworks start getting set off, it's a magical display depicting scenes of battles from the Age of Demons, with the heroic victory of Tira and the appearance of the silver flame in the sky. After about 10 minutes or so of the fireworks, you see the guests are all starting to leave. As you do so, Nova approaches you and asks you to come back to her guest house.
Yeah, absolutely.
kind of do maybe. So what we will do, because this is going to be where we are finishing up for this week. As she leads you over towards the guest house, you see kind of the remainder of the guests all start moving away. You already start to see a few more guards out now, start to do their patrols. It's getting quite dark. It's after 10 o'clock now. All of the noises started drifting away. There's not many conversations or anything going off. Nova asks you into the guest house. When you get in there, there's like big comfy sofa, there's a couple of comfy chairs. She starts bringing some drinks out. No pressure. She doesn't, offer them to either of you. They're just out if anyone wants them. You see there's a piano over in the corner, which she sets off a small arcane crystal near, and it's almost like a music box kind of effect. The piano starts playing a few kind of programs on the crystal spells. So there's background music going off. You hear after a couple of times round that these are songs that she was playing earlier on, so she might use them to listen back to herself while she's listening to how she's doing all that kind of stuff. But this is basically where we're going to finish it for this week. It gets in later into the evening, getting towards 11 o'clock. She's been drinking for a while. It's up to you whether you actually want to drink or whether you can't use this tankard or anything like that. But that is where we are going to leave it, as you are in the guest house with Nova as it starts to approach midnight. That's where we're going to end for this week.
And roll initiative.
Okay.
I'm going to sit here and pretend to play the piano.
What I will say is, before you went back to the guest house, you handed in your chits to collect your staff, your weapons.
Right, yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
All the guards and everything have locked all the way and all that kind of stuff. And you're no longer in the mansion. So that's where we are next time.
Excellent.
You're going to start hostage extract.
Potential hostage.
Potential accidentally killing hostage. Guards and then fireballing the mansion.
It'll be more like Operation maybe do something, get found out, and then fight our way out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dragging a dead corpse behind us.
Yes. She said she wanted. She said
not
she
alive.
Wanted fiance. She never said alive.
She didn't say alive.
She never specified alive.
Stipulations are stipulations.
Oh. You've got to be clear with this kind of stuff.
Exactly. It's the monkey paw thing, whatever it's called.
There you go. That's quite good.
Yeah, that was good.
It's a bit different.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's all going to kick off next week. So
let's find out, Joe.
Let's find out. Okay, coolio.
Yes. Okay.
Well, hopefully you get settled back in.
Akta traders with a flame in her eye. Red tiefling's fists make the darkness fly. Gareth, the glamour blade, strong and wise. Half elf and human, storm in disguise. Through the shattered world, their path unfolds. In the land of Eberron, they strike bold. Blades and flames, side by side. In the shadow, they confide. Monk and fighter, sorcerer's might. Akta and Gareth in the fight. Mountains tall, through jungles they run, facing war forged beneath the darkening sun. Akta's chief flows, a fist burn bright. Gareth casts spells in the heat of the fight. From the spires of shard to the mournman's scars, their bond grows stronger through the endless wars. Blades and flames, side by side. In the shadow they confide. Monk and fighter, sorcerer's might. Akta and Gareth in the fight. In the lightning realms roar, they stand their ground. Two souls intertwined where danger is found. With every strike, they carve their tale. Heroes of Eberron, never to fail. gunfire.